And what is up, y'all? Welcome into the stream. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for the likes already. And welcome Monday night baseball here, the World Series Game 3. The Texas Rangers versus the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks had a heck of a game last Saturday night. We got to watch that with a big win over those Texas Rangers. And they're all tied up at one game apiece. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Make sure you're hitting that like button as you're coming in. And we would love for you to hang out with us the rest of the night here. We're going to do the live audio of the broadcast from Fox, and you're going to hear the balls and strikes called by the announcers, and we're going to be reacting to the plays and all that stuff. So let's take a quick look at the lineups for your Rangers and your Diamondbacks. So Marcus Simeon's going to be leading off at second base for the Rangers. Corey Seager at shortstop. They announced Seager's name and they booed him like crazy, which is pretty crazy there. But Garcia, the phenom Garcia, is going to be in right field. Carter's going to be in left field. Mitch Garver is going to be at the DH. Jonah Heim is going to be the catcher. Nathan Lowe is going to be at first base. Young at third, and Tavares at center field. And their pitcher tonight is going to be Max Scherzer on the mound. Former Met. What's going on, Tony Richmond? Former Met, then went to the Texas Rangers, got hurt, came back in the playoffs. Didn't look too good at all on his start. But Scherzer gets the start here in Arizona. And here's your home team, Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's go, D-backs. Corbin Carroll, the phenom rookie, is at right field. Ketel Marte is at second base. Gabriel Monroe is at catcher. Christian Walker is at first base. Tommy Pham is at DH. Gorell Jr. is going to be at left field. Alex Thomas is at center field. Evan Longoria at third. And Geraldo Perdomo is at shortstop. And Brandon Pfaadt is going to be the pitcher who was amazing against those Phillies in Game 7. So welcome in, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. And there is your starting lineups for your Texas Rangers and your Arizona Diamondbacks. So thank you guys for tuning in. And let's see who's been in the chat. Chad D, Tony Richmond, Triton, Bright Wolf, what's going on? Let's see who else is here. JT EC3 dropping the like. Thank you, Daniel Berry. What's going on? John, what's going on? Rest in peace, Adam Johnson. I just saw that. Read about up on it. That's horrible. Kenneth Clark, Braden's here. Lane, thank you so much for upgrading your membership. And Suzanne, what's up? So make sure y'all are hanging out tonight. We're gonna have a good time. And we'll see. We'll see how far we want to go with this series after tonight. But tomorrow's Halloween. And then we'll see how many more games they have left of this series. I wanted to do the World Series game, but with me coughing a lot, we're gonna listen to audio tonight again. So wait for the national anthem. We'll play that on here, and make sure you're doing all the emojis for you memberships for all the members is available. And Brandon Pfaadt, crazy picture of him reading his Bible before Game 7 of the Philadelphia Phillies versus Diamondbacks. Definitely angels in the outfield that night for the Diamondbacks to take down those nasty Phillies. So what a game this is going to be. Home opener for the Diamondbacks on this World Series playoff. And we're going to see if they're going to do a national anthem here in a second. And we're going to let you hear it, y'all. USA in the chat with the national anthem.
Presenting our colors tonight, please welcome the Luke Air Force Base Honor Guard. The Arizona Diamondbacks and Texas Rangers invite you to join in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by multi-platinum recording artist and Arizona's own Jordan Sparks.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, that sounded good, man.
Now we're ready to go for this game number 3 here in Phoenix. On the call, as usual, Joe Davis and John Smoltz. They've got it for you right after the break.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in here. Let me turn this down a little bit. Appreciate y'all hanging out here. Make sure you're hitting that like button as you're coming in. We got a live ticker for all the sports tonight, some NBA action, and the Monday Night Football game on there as well, plus the World Series score. But thank you guys. Let's see. Chad says, let's go Rangers. Mountain Billy says, play ball. What's going on, Mountain Billy? Good to see you here as well. So make sure you're hitting that like button, almost to 20 likes, and then we'll move on from there. So appreciate y'all for everything. So we're going to go to the main screen so people know we're going to be doing some baseball here. And we're just going to stick with the ESPN screen tonight. It seems to be pretty even with everything, and it doesn't show it backwards. So Rangers versus D-backs. We thought the Rangers were going to just take these D-backs, but the D-backs playing their small ball, which has taken the Rangers for a turn. Amanda, what's going on? Let's go D-backs, she says. Welcome back, Amanda. Appreciate it. Let's go Rangers, Bright Wolf says. So we have some redeems for you guys tonight. All the redeems are in StreamBot, and they should be right there and right on the screen right there for the Rangers and the D-backs. They're all working. And I'll be putting up some on the screen as well. And then if you're a Rangers fan, anytime Pfaadt strikes someone out, you're going to be putting Hayes in the chat. Hayes in the chat. And if you members are here with your emojis, you got the K as well, a little bigger K. And then if Rangers fans, if Scherzer strikes somebody out, you're putting K's in the chat as well. And fill your chat with K's. This is a fan-friendly, interactive chat. We would love for you to cheer on your team, and we'll be talking baseball and reacting to what's going on. You're going to be able to hear the balls and strikes called by the broadcast, and we're going to react to things. We'll show us a couple instant replays here and there, and have some fun. So let me see your predictions on the win tonight. Who's going to win tonight? Rangers or D-backs? Let me see who you got. Rangers or D-backs? Who you got, and what's the score going to be? Mild trash talking is okay. You're right, Menace. And Menace, I'm surprised you haven't said anything about Denny Hamlin yet. D-backs, Suzanne says. 6-2 D-backs. All right. What's up, Christina? How you doing? Welcome in. So we're game 3 of the World Series. Starting here in just a little bit. Let me get your predictions in. The anthem was, you're right, Lane. 15-5 Rangers. Chad going with a blowout tonight. Chad's predicting the Rangers to get up on these D-back pitcher quickly. Hacklin was blaming Joey already. Oh no, I didn't hear that. We'll let you listen in here as they're trying to talk about the pregame.
And
And we welcome you inside. The Hall of Famer John Smoltz. I'm Joe Davis. It is the power of the Texas Rangers against the constant pressure of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Game 1, you saw the power with the late home runs leading the Rangers to the win.
7-3,
Game 2, John,
was
textbook Diamondbacks pressure ball.
Listen, this series is about punch, counterpunch. And what I mean by that is the team that can adjust the quickest is going to be the team that moves on and really deals with the adversity of the game before. What did the Diamondbacks do? They made the adjustments on the pitching end. 10 walks. They couldn't get them out when they needed to. They pitched in the strike zone. They made the adjustment. What did they do offensively? That's more important. You see what they did in runners in scoring position. Of course, they got more hits. They were able to put the ball in play. 14 strikeouts to 2. 7 two-out runs. If you can adjust like that, you're going to be able to win the championship.
How about this intriguing, fascinating pitching matchup we have for Game 3? You've got on one side Max Scherzer pitching in his 30th postseason game. Brandon Pfaadt on the other side is pitching in his 23rd big league game.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The rookie against the veteran. And the rookie has made all kinds of changes necessary to be dominant, which he's been. He's not afraid. He pitched Game 7, and he did well. I think the same thing for pitching at home. But when you see the comparisons, it looks lopsided. The difference is Max Scherzer's now only made 3 starts since his injury. He's getting them better each time. Can he give the Texas Rangers depth and innings, because tomorrow is going to be all about the bullpen.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as the bullpens get involved in this game, it's their show for the next 2 days. World Series is back here in Phoenix for the first time in 22 years, for the first time since the ball fell into center field and Luis Gonzalez became a hero. Who will be the heroes? Who will be the legends this time around in the 119th World Series? It's the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's the Texas Rangers. It's Game 3 next on Fox.
All right, so going to a commercial break. We'll mute the commercials every time, but hope everybody has a good time tonight. Keep the chat clean. Have a good time. Cheer on your team. Make sure you're hitting that like button, most importantly. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we would love for you to subscribe tonight. We're trying to get back to 8,060. I don't know what the deal is, but whatever. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, hit the notification bells, and hang out, have fun. Light fire it up, D-back fans. What's up, Ryan? Welcome back, man. Appreciate you being here. And we'll be bringing back the in-game audio here just in time here so the commercial comes back. But thank you guys for hanging out here tonight. And let me see, ball or strike for the very first pitch. Ball or strike for the very first pitch. Look at Chad dropping the Texas Rangers emojis. If you're a member, you can do that as well. And you can become a member for a quick 99 cents, a low 99 cents. That's like a burger at McDonald's, so not too bad. But you get to have these per month all the time. Scherzer last 3 innings, gives up 3 runs. John V, spoken like a true Met, gives up his last 3 innings and gives up 3 runs. John V knows is Max Scherzer. Like, anybody should know Max. And John in here as well. My 2 Met fans named John. Where's Nicky Meatballs trashing him as well? Where's he at? But we'll see what happens. Ryan says strike. Let me see your predictions. Lane says strike. What are your first pitches here? Let me tell you the first pitch. Bright Wolf says a home run call. Man, that would be something for the Rangers. For who would that be? That would be Simeon, Marcus Simeon. Amanda says strike. So we got our balls and strikes, and Suzanne says strike as well. We got our balls and strike predictions. We got our predictions on who's going to win. All right, so keep on hitting that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 30 minutes. Is going even more particular. He's going with a ground out. Chad's going with a home run. So I'll be talking to you during the inning a little bit, and definitely on the commercials every time. So have fun. We're going to get started here. ESPN's going to track the balls and strikes for us. We're going to have the live audio feed from Fox, and we hope to have a good time. But Lane, thank you for upgrading your membership. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Does it matter who I should root for as a Braves fan? Chat. Well, they did. The Diamondbacks did take the Phillies down and shut them up. So maybe I'm rooting for the D-backs. I made that decision last game. Lane is rooting for the D-backs. Got a couple D-back fans in here too. So I just love how they play. What's up, Marky Dude? What's going on? Welcome in. I just love how they play. I love the small ball. I just love the strategy. They're fast. They can hit. They can make contact, move the runners. They got a great bullpen. Everything sets it up. You don't have to hit home runs. They just move runners over and get them in. Let's see if we can get some subs and likes. That's right. Pull for the team that's never won a World Series, Chad says. So 23 likes. Let's see if we can get to 30 likes, y'all. Thank you so much. And happy early Halloween. Tomorrow, Halloween. It is now cold here. I want my 80 degrees back. The only way I can do that is to go to Florida. You want to go to Florida, Spain? Here we go. Game 3 starts now.
On a 79-degree night back in Phoenix and back for the 2023 World Series on Fox, presented by Capital One. Down to the field, here's Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. On his last pitch in Game 7 of the ALCS, Max Scherzer unleashed a fastball that opened up a cut on his right thumb just below the nail. Scherzer has since performed what he called arts and crafts in the training room, using superglue and cotton to provide a layer of protection. The bigger questions for Scherzer tonight, as John said, how long can he go, and how effective will he be in what is still only his 3rd start since returning from a 5-week absence. Scherzer said he can throw his fastball 100%. The bigger question is his command. Will he regain it? Perhaps the 3rd time will be the charm. Now over to Tom Verducci.
Well, thanks, Ken. Back in May, Brandon Pfaadt made his major league debut against Texas. It did not go well. 7 runs on 9 hits. Since then, he was demoted to the minor leagues twice. He threw fewer fastballs. He moved from the third base side of the rubber to the first, and in the postseason, he changed his delivery, removing a glitch at the top of it. The result, version 2.0, has the best strikeout to walk rate among rookie pitchers in postseason history. Tonight, it's as if the Rangers are seeing him for the very first time. Joe.
All right, Tom, and the lineup that he'll face off with looks like this. The same guys at the top, but a little change there, 3 and 4.
Who's going to get it right? Of course. Little commercial real quick. 1 second. Coming back here.
Going in Game 2, he bats 5th, then Heim, then Lowe, then Josh Young, and Leody Taveras to finish things up against this 25-year-old Brandon Pfaadt.
7-3 Rangers.
Yeah, and tonight's FanDuel Live same game parlay. A couple good hitters. Need them to hit home runs to cash in. 6-5 Texas in a Game 1 thriller. 9-1 Arizona in a convincing Game 2. And off we go in Game 3.
Foul. Who said foul?
Marcus Semien.
Well, I hate to be redundant in how simple this can be, but if the Texas Rangers get pitches to hit in the strike zone, they will do damage. If they don't, it'll be a lot like Merrill Kelly's game. So that's what Brandon's going to try to do. Pitch around the zone, but throw enough strikes and use that pitch right there. That slider has been such a weapon, but he's a strike thrower, and he's been handling all the tension about as good as any young pitcher I've seen in a long time.
That slider is one of the most valuable sliders in baseball the last few months since he came back up from AAA after that journey Tom talked about. Downstairs with the fastball here, and it's 2-1 on Semien. I mean, he was better when he came up, but this has been a different guy. And the calendar flipped to October.
Yeah, it sure has. And we mentioned the 2 pitches. He's got a really above-average changeup so that he'll utilize against left-handers.
Home of the 2-1. Semien takes ball 3.
But the natural thing in a postseason game, he's pitched a couple. The World Series is a little bit different. So we'll see if the Rangers are patient enough to see if he has any jitters with his fastball. And early on, missed a couple already. Gotten the 3-1 count. Favorite Rangers.
Here it comes. Semien gets under it. In right field, it's Carroll. making the call and the catch, and the pitcher profile sponsored by Google Pixel. 25 years old from Louisville, Kentucky. That debut that Tom mentioned came on May 3rd. He gave up 4 home runs to these Texas Rangers, and at the end of his first month in the big leagues, his ERA was above 8. So he goes down to AAA, makes some changes, takes a deep breath.
I like this
comes
rookie.
back up at the end of July and was much better over the final couple months. But in this postseason, after he got knocked out in the 3rd inning of his first game, a 1.27 ERA since, and he's going to get Seager on 1 pitch.
See, and that's the changeup I was talking about. You can't aggressively go after Seager with fastballs, but Seager thought that might have been a fastball and swung out in front and grounded out. Those are the kind of outs you've got to get early in games to settle your nerves if you have any. But see the fade action on that changeup. He hits it off the end of the bat and perfectly executed against aggressive hitters.
Here's a little lineup change that you're going to see here from Bruce Bochy on a day where the bullpen figures to be involved a little bit early. They don't let Pfaadt typically go through past twice in the order, so he gets Garcia up. Split up the left-handers and Seager and Carter. And Garcia had his 5-game home run streak snap with an 0-for-3 in Game 2. Back on the road where he has thrived in this postseason.
That pitch, as the game goes on,
third hole, sorry. Usually
if he can start that pitch in the middle of the zone, it's going to be very hard to lay off of. Right now, he has not executed that pitch, but his fastball, as you can imagine, is going to have extra life on it.
6 more likes to 30. Help us get there, y'all.
Pfaadt to Garcia with a 1-1. Yeah, that's outside for ball 2.
What the Rangers did so well in Game 1 against Zach Gallen, they didn't chase. They got the better of it. They came back and won the game. What Merrill Kelly did is establish fastballs at the bottom and then east and west of the strike zone and took them out of their game.
That is a sky-high fly ball to center field.
Can of corn.
And the rookie Brandon Pfaadt just keeps on doing it. 1-2-3 first inning in his World Series debut.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. On the Go at CeeLo is the channel name. We are doing the World Series. This is our 3rd game doing the World Series. Let's go Rangers. Disney drinkers, what's going on? So this is our 3rd game doing the World Series. We appreciate you hanging out. We know a lot of people are doing the game, and we appreciate you hanging here with us. So not only do we do baseball, we've been doing Atlanta Braves baseball. So if you're a Braves fan, we'd love for you to heck around, hit subscribe, and come back next season when we get to play again in the spring training, and we'll do it all over again. We also do NASCAR. Next Sunday is the last race of the NASCAR season, so we'd love for you to tune in for us for that. And then after that, we'll be doing some hockey and some college basketball, some college football, and maybe some NFL as well. We'll get into that afterwards, but we would love for you to hang out here with us tonight and watch this or listen to this World Series game with us and react. We'll react together and see who takes up the win here tonight and go up 2-1 in Game 3 of the World Series. So I'll be bringing back the audio here in just a second. Texas Repo, what's up? CeeLo, I'm glad you're streaming. I want to see the Rangers get beat down. We'll see what happens, Texas Repo, but hey, it sounds pretty good to me. I'm a big Diamondbacks fan in this playoff, so. All right, let's get back to it. Coming up for your Rangers. Coming up for your Diamondbacks, Carroll, Marte, and Moreno. Carroll, Marte, and Moreno. And all the redeems are working, and you can play mini games in the chat. Exclamation mark points to find out how many points you have, and then exclamation mark gamble those points. And the more points you get, the more things you can do. You can have me do some crazy stuff like Triton does, or you can just bring up your favorite Diamondback or Ranger. So here we go. We're going to get to it here in just a second. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Rangers, and Corbin Carroll is going to lead them off.
Bottom of the first for the Diamondbacks, and Tor Lavella's lineup looks like this. Marte and Moreno to follow. Then Walker, Pham, and Gurriel. Even got the sweet hair featured in our cartoon mock-up of this lineup.
30,
Thomas,
hit that like
Longoria, and Perdomo round out the lineup against Max Scherzer. And after missing more than a month with his shoulder, it's kind of been, John, what you would expect a rehab in the postseason would be. What should we be looking for tonight to know if he's figured it out?
Fastball command and that slider that he hasn't had really locked in. And I think for tonight, the Diamondbacks should be pretty aggressive. It's not the perfect command that Scherzer has, but he's a strike thrower.
Curve inside, ball one.
And there's a first example of what he thinks. A pitcher will always tell you what he thinks another
Ball
team's going
one.
to do, and he thinks they're going to try to attack his fastball that he throws for strikes about 70% of the time.
There's a strike. It's 1-1. Number one first pitch strike percentage of anybody in baseball. And that's been something for him throughout his career. And then you get this aggressive, persistent Diamondbacks lineup that has applied constant pressure all year.
And there's the slider. It had good break to it. But can he get it consistently off again? I always talk about pitching in the lane of your fastball. In the lane of your fastball should be where all your breaking balls start, because then the hitter cannot pick up the difference between those two pitches with the release point.
He only threw that 3 times in Game 7 against the Astros. That is a little bit inside, but they asked down to third, and he went around, and it's 2-2. Now, he says that it was matchup oriented. He didn't think it was a good pitch against Houston, but pretty clearly he's not had the feel for it through his first 2.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Comes home with a 2-2 to Carroll. It is bounce left side. Seager's there.
Get there fast.
Busting up that line. Seager
He's so fast. He almost beat that out. A ground ball. It almost beat him out.
Let's see how the umpires line up tonight. It's Alfonso Marquez calling balls and strikes. Marquez had the smallest strike zone of any plate umpire in baseball this year. Although historically that has not fazed Max Scherzer. He's always pitched pretty well when Marquez has been back there.
You know what else hasn't fazed him? Facing his former first team. 9-0. He was drafted by the Diamondbacks, of course, traded. A lot of people felt that he couldn't stay healthy with the mechanics he had. You know there's chips
more like the 30
on
hit
people's
that like
shoulders.
button
I bet
for
you
us.
that chip's still there.
He says there's not, but he's only human. His first one to Marte is a fastball away. That was 15 years ago that Scherzer broke into the big leagues right here with the Diamondbacks in a game that people still talk about. He faced 13 Astros, retired them all, struck out 9 of them. There's the changeup, and it's 2-0. Says he remembers striking out Lance Berkman and then striking out Miguel Tejada and saying to himself, okay, I belong here. From that moment forward, he knew that he could do what he wanted to. Falls behind Marte, 3-0.
Not putting it over the plate at all.
As sure of a thing as there's been in this postseason. Ketel Marte with a postseason record 18-game hitting streak to open his career.
Didn't have a green light either. Surprised.
Ian Carroll, very productive in this World Series. Bottom of the order has been reaching. Those guys have been driving him in. Taken all the way.
He walked him. We'll take it.
Marte
We'll take the walk.
down there to first.
Walk this way.
He said that he had to tell his 3 young daughters, hey, girls, you know Daddy used to pitch for the Diamondbacks?
Yeah.
And they said, really? And then he pulled up some old video and he said, Daddy, you look young.
Wrecked the Astros in the past. Corey? Oh, man.
So one out base runner here, and Gabriel Moreno started the scoring in game 2 with a home run.
Name him Texas Repo.
Takes a strike.
Well, you can run on Max Scherzer, and obviously the threat
Moreno
of
hit a home
stealing
run.
bases is all
Last
over the
game.
DNA of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Long pause and an 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball left side. Young gets there.
5,
Goes to second.
4,
On to first.
3 double play. 5-4-3 double play.
Here in the first.
If you're a Rangers fan, 5-4-3 double play in the chats. Wow, what a play. 5-4-3 double play. Wow, oh wow. All right, back to it. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in here. One more like the 30 if you haven't hit the like button for us already. We're going to the top of the second. And coming up for your Rangers, your Rangers, yeah, that's right. Rangers, Carter, Garver, and Heim. Carter, Garver, and Heim coming up for your Rangers. Final race is Sunday. We'll see. We'll definitely do a poll for sure. So make sure you're hitting that like button for us and tuning in to On the Go at CeeLo and subscribing as we have the live ticker. We'll be watching that Monday Night Football score. I'm going to need some updates on Jared Goff and what's the receiver for the Raiders? What's his name? But definitely need some Devontae Adams. Yeah, so I'll need some updates on those stats as it goes. You think this game's gonna go fast like the other night? I hope so. That 4-hour one about killed me. It was back to old baseball. So right there, you got the Diamondbacks defense on the screen right there. What's up, Jake? What's going on? Welcome in. We can bring back the in-game audio here in just a second, guys. Make sure you're having a good time. Make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 30 likes, and then we'll move to 40. It's amazing how these D-backs, they hit the ball in the ground ball to the shortstop, and they almost beat out the throw. They're that fast. You guys are fast, man. Crazy fast. Hmm? Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't have Bluetooth on.
T-Mobile wants you to win tickets to a game next season. Text predict to 595959 by the start of the third inning for a chance to up your game. Second inning back here in Phoenix to get the drone going with the roof open. What a perfect day for baseball.
Sure is. I mean, you couldn't ask for conditions more ideal for players to be at their best this time of the year.
Brandon Pfaadt was in the first inning going 1-2-3. Faces Evan Carter to open this second. Carter has started his postseason career on a 14-game on-base streak, and today finds himself hitting cleanup, something that he's done 6 times before when he was in A-ball last year. He's the 4th youngest guy to hit cleanup in a World Series game. Cabrera, Cobb, Soto. Unfazed at every step. Hits it hard and through, and he's the first base runner of the day for Texas.
There goes the no-hitter.
And so he's reached in all 15 games in his first postseason.
Evan Carter, man, he's having a good World Series.
Cool as they come, and he took a good changeup, and that's going to be the pitch of the night. I really think it's an above.
Commercial.
It'll be interesting to see if the Rangers push the envelope a little bit on the bases. They have not. He is a guy that could. Great speed.
Base hit to right field.
A little bit low for ball one.
Corey Seager, Kyle Seager, and
this is
Justin
a great home run hitting team, and because of that power,
Terry?
You never feel like they're out of a game. But because of the reliance on that power, it can also mean that they go silent. We've seen it through the regular season. We've seen it at times in this postseason. Can they generate a little more offense if they don't have the homers? Down the line foul.
Yeah, it's interesting how the lineup's constructed. Aggressive early, and then these middle guys get more patient and they don't expand the zone. It's a good balance. 2 of these teams really don't strike out that often.
Larry, thank you for joining our membership.
Appreciate that, Larry. They're 2 really good teams that put the ball in play.
Thank you so much.
Taking advantage of mistakes pitchers make in the zone.
Carver had the offense in game 2 with a solo shot. Cracks his bat and a bouncer back to Pfaadt. There's one. There's 2.
4-3. A 1-4-3. Double play. 1-4-3. What a great move.
You think he'd get more of these opportunities, but I believe that's only the 6th double play turn while he's been on the mound. He's more of a fly ball pitcher, swing and miss pitcher, but he just executes this perfectly. That's a sinker that he's thrown more and more of, especially as his postseason's got
got underway. His first one, Jonah Heim, is swung on and missed. Starts him with a sinker.
And that's why they primarily moved him over, in my opinion, to the first base side of the rubber, to take advantage of the angle of that sinker. Well, you got a four-seam fastball slider guy. You typically want to pitch on the third base side of the rubber. But this allows that sinker to play longer in the strike zone.
And then he turns it up with a four-seam. And it's 0-2 on Heim.
Jonah Heim.
He's gotten swings and misses at double the rate in October that he did during the regular season. Brandon Pfaadt's 0-2 is another fastball, and it's popped into shallow center field. Here comes Alex
corn, y'all.
And he faces the minimum, an 8-pitch second for Pfaadt.
This kid's good. He's going to be a star.
With no.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Let me thank all my members, including Larry. Larry now, our new member. Thank you for joining the membership. But here is thank you, members, all your members. And I think we get two more. We get 2 more members to sign up, and we get another emoji. So the more you get to sign up, the more emojis you get to use. So that's pretty cool. So thank you, all my members. And to sign up for a membership is just 99 cents, like a burger at McDonald's or a large drink. But there it is, and you get to have that for a whole month. So there it is, Rookie, Pro, and MVP. We appreciate every single one of y'all helping out. All right, let's get back to the main screen. But coming up for your Diamondbacks, Walker, Tommy Pham, who was 4 for 4 last game. 4 for 4. I put a short up for that. Make sure you guys go take a look at that. I'm slowly getting back to the shorts, learning how to do those correctly and not in trouble with YouTube. So definitely going to keep on getting those, because I think that might be the key to our issues with subscribers and stuff like that. So, all right, let's see how it goes. Let's see if the D-backs can get something on the board here. And remember, if any time one of your pitchers strikes somebody out, we're putting K's in the chat. K's in the chat.
You mean this one? The one with titanium?
It's all good. Welcome, Larry.
Yep, and on an amazing network. I don't have to ruin any more birthday parties. Yeah, that ship is sailed. Let's go get you that iPhone. Here we go. Come on.
All right. Menace, who's your pick to win it all in the NASCAR thing? Who you got with these final 4? Who you got? Who's going to win it all, Menace? I think I'm going Larson. Menace.
In America's Game of the
Back
Week.
at it here.
Sunday at 4 Eastern.
Cowboys
on
Eagles
Fox.
Sunday. That should be interesting. What's up, Dallas?
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? First World Series game in Phoenix since Luis Gonzalez's floater fell into center field 22 years ago. That made Randy Johnson the winner for the second game in a row.
Randy Johnson on the first pitch tonight.
First pitch.
That's cool.
Randy Taganzo. Legends forever. RG on what they did in that 2001 World Series. No score, bottom 2. Max Scherzer back to work against Christian Walker, who drives the first one that he sees. Right center field.
To the wall!
Not gonna get there.
So close.
He rides the momentum of the 9th inning single in game 2. And
Stand-up double.
First pitch that he sees. Uh-oh. Have they unlocked Christian Walker?
And here we go, John.
This game is
like you
filled with
said.
momentum, and you got to chase results in this game, and sometimes you chase them so hard you get into a funk. That single in the 9th, that feeling of getting to first base, it's hard to not say it didn't translate to that swing.
He just missed it.
In Arizona.
There's 2 of his previous 26 going into game 2. He hit it hard a couple times, got robbed a couple times, and then had that 9th inning base hit, and they were hoping that it was a sign of things to come. Doubles on the first pitch of the second. First runner in scoring position in this game, and it's for Tommy Pham. It was 4 for 4 in game 2.
All right, early signs for Scherzer, I've noticed. Fastball doesn't have quite the late life, whether that's the thumb or not. You can only guess. It has something to do with it. Fastball in the previous outings looked like it had more life in the zone and more velocity.
Another base hit.
That's a base hit.
Is that going to score?
Third as Walker runs through the stop sign. Garcia
Oh, he's dog meat. Oh, he was dog meat. Walker.
Tony Perez-Chica giving
He
a
blew
clear
through the stop
sign to
sign.
Christian Walker, who just barreled through it. And one of the best arms in baseball makes him pay.
Dog meat.
Yeah, I stopped looking at him when I saw the stop sign. I really did. He's waving him here, right? And then he gets to there, and he's not looking. He just saw the waving, and he never looked back up.
He's
and
like,
it's
I'll
too
just
late
go
at that
then.
point.
And I guess seeing that, you can understand the eyes had gone down.
Yeah, you got to pick it back up, though, when you get to third base.
He was
and
out
pick
by
up
years.
third
He
base
was,
coach.
man.
So
He's
outfield
dog
assist
meat,
from
bro.
Garcia. Now it's Gurriel tapping one along first and foul. Garcia's a Gold Glove finalist, but should be a Gold Arm finalist, largely because of what he does with that arm. Third in the majors in outfield assists this year, and he's got his first one
Keep
of the
on in that like
postseason
button, y'all
to
are trying to
keep
get to
game
40
3
likes.
scoreless.
Help us get to 40 likes.
Pham at second, one gone. Here's an 0-1 to Gurriel. A curve is popped up. Simeon's there.
That's 2 outs.
The one thing to look for, in the first inning we saw some sliders. Look, it's going to be key that he gets the ball to turn the corner. See how this ball backs up? Now he got away with it. He got an out. But then he makes a much better pitch. See how late turn gets off the end of the bat? And that got a double play ball. For Max Scherzer, he's going to have to be
Alex Thomas
really effective with that pitch. Otherwise, the Arizona Diamondbacks do not strike out that much. They will put the ball in play.
2 out, Alec Thomas. A curve is in there. And that has seemed like, John, the pitch that he's most comfortable with in his 3 starts this postseason.
Yeah, so far he's had feel for that, and it's a total different style of pitch, right? When the breaking ball comes out of his hand, it has a big loop to it. Looks like a ball to the hitter, and then usually late life fastball gets by the hitter after seeing that.
Shaking a bunch here to get to this. Buzzes a fastball in.
I mean, a team that prides themselves so much on aggressive style running in the Diamondbacks. The first mistake, that's first and third, nobody out. And it turned into man on second, 1 out, and a chance for Scherzer to get out of this inning.
Fires the 1-1 pitch. Thomas bounces one off.
Oh, right off of Scherzer.
Young, barehand throw.
Oh, whatever. No way.
Put a star on that.
No way. No way.
Eagles.
No way. That was a close one. There is no way. I'll be challenging this. I don't know about this one. Wow, he got him. Yes, he did. Wow, that's crazy. So the ball ricocheted off of Scherzer and then went off to the third baseman, Young, threw it across and got him. Bang, bang play right there. Wow. Crazy. So we go to the bottom of the second, end of the second. Coming up, top of the third, Lowe, Young, who just made that amazing play in Tavares for your Rangers. Replay was the right call. Ah, man. That's crazy. So what a play though. So the score is, let's see, why isn't the score updating? Oh, they never scored. That's right, because they never scored. That wasn't out at home. JJ, strong arm. Yeah, you're right, man. All right, y'all, let's see where you guys are from tonight, who you're rooting for. I see most of y'all who you're rooting for. Let's see where you guys are from. Love to see where you guys are from tonight and who you're rooting for. And if you're new and you're ninja watching, please say hi. We'd love for you to say hi tonight. We'd love to meet one new folk. We've met a lot of y'all that's in the chat already that's been talking, but we'd like to meet one person tonight that's not been saying anything that you're watching Ninja. Destin, Rangers. How's that water temperature, Chad? Atlanta, GA, Snakes. CeeLo, what are you dressing up as for Halloween? A Braves fan. There are rumors that Ron Washington will be the new Houston Astros coach. Man, I hope not. That'll suck for us. That'll lose a big part of our dugout. Binary, Georgia. Good series. Yeah. Houston, Rangers, Terry says. All right, back to it here. Northwest of CeeLo. Water was 71 degrees on Sunday. No thanks. That's cold, bro. Keep on hitting that like button. 34 likes. There's 35. At 44 likes, we're going to honor Hank Aaron. So keep on hitting that like button, y'all. And we'll see if we get some more folks in here during the game. But Nathaniel Lowe coming up.
With Big Noon Saturday on Fox, the 7th-ranked Texas Longhorns host the K-State Wildcats.
What a run. Listen to this crowd.
It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Refresh this.
Top three, no score. Nathaniel Lowe fouls off first one into the glove from Brandon Pfaadt. And John, this first 2 innings of this game got to be what baseball had in mind with the rule changes of the pitch clock. It has been action, 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 just like that.
It sure has, and these teams feed off of it. Of course,
Mr.
they
Lowe.
want to create action and chaos and make the other team
196
feel that
batting
pressure.
average.
Still no runs, though. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, we play this game, thankfully, to the scoreboard.
Right down Main
but if
Street,
it were
2
based
times in
on
a
your
row.
perception of how each starter looks, big-time favorite right now in Arizona. He has come out.
5 more likes
Brandon
to
has
40.
been
Y'all hit
sharp.
that like button.
On the other side, Scherzer has gotten away with a few things, but a veteran knows how to
Foul
pitch
ball.
when he doesn't have his complete A stuff, and he's going to have to battle as he
San
will.
Diego, but from
right
Arizona.
now, the young kid looks sharp.
He's faced the minimum through 2 innings, just 1 hit in the second. Promptly erased that with a double play ball. Remember, he's coming off pitching Game 7 in Philadelphia. Held the Phillies to 2 runs over 4 innings in that game. Just misses over the sinker. That was
Come
after
on,
Game 3
Blue.
against
Are
the
you
Phillies
kidding
here.
me?
5 2/3 scoreless.
See where
inning.
that is?
Struck out 9 in that game. And thought he had his first one of this one here.
A good pitch.
Kenny got the umpire with the smallest zone in baseball on the year there, and Marquez. 1-2. We'll do it again.
Another foul.
Adolis Garcia. Here can be part of the plan if you don't have your best stuff. Just make him hit it to Adolis. He'll take care of it. 95.
Garcia with the
miles
Ronald
per hour
Acuna
on that throw.
Yeah, running as hard as he can with his head down. And at that point, it was all committed.
These are 2 of the best defensive teams in baseball. You saw that play there.
1 second, y'all. As it's rebooting. 1 second.
Cowboys, Eagles, in America's Game of the
23.
Week, Sunday on Fox.
Here we go.
And now it's Lowe looking for his first hit of this fall classic. Waiting on a 1-2. And taking a change low. Count evens up.
2-2 now.
Can't tell you how many hitters would have swung at that pitch, but a good recognition. Low. Letting it go low.
I've been to this stadium. It's a cool stadium.
Here's the 8 pitch. Boy, oh boy,
And
it's
he
been tight.
walked him. No, 3-2. Man, look at all those balls that should be strikes. Oh, that caught the
outside.
corner.
But that's the kind of pressure you want to put on everybody, the hitter and the umpire if you're a pitcher.
Hot shot, base hit, right center field.
There you go.
Towards the gap, hustling over Thomas to cut it off. Low for second. Thomas's throw, not in time. And Nathaniel Lowe's first hit of this World Series is a double to lead off the third.
The other thing we talked about in Game 1 was they're going to have to run on the outfielders of Arizona. They do not have great arms, but they cover great territory. That's a perfect example. Lowe's not a speedster, but when he hit that ball to split the gap, he knew he was going to second the whole time.
And so he's in scoring position for Josh Young.
Young.
We have said this is a obviously much different guy than the one that debuted against the Texas Rangers in early May. But on that day, Josh Young took him deep twice.
3 homers this postseason.
Young's had a good World Series so far. 3 hits, some good defense. Takes his slider down and away, and the count's 1-1. 25-year-old rookie, yet another one of the young guys. Really, both these teams, young players that no moment looks too big for him. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper, foul.
So far, it's early. So far, the Rangers have not expanded the zone on that great slider that he has. He has only thrown 1 or 2 for strikes. And when you can do that and stay disciplined, it makes hitting the fastball a little bit easier. Because when you chase the slider, you're now susceptible to that fastball just eating you up in the zone or up and in.
Young's been a guy who has chased breaking pitches quite a bit this year. The 1-2 is
there. It is. K's in the Jacks.
One gone in the third. Down to the Arizona dugout. Tom Verducci.
Sorry, Lavello, give you credit for truth in advertising. Brandon Pfaadt filling up the strike zone. You said he's a strike thrower. What are the signs you see early?
Yeah, I think it's some good life on his fastball, and he got right to his secondary stuff and it was working from the get-go.
Says the Phillies
Christian
are the
Walker,
best team in
fourth
baseball.
ball, he's hit over 100 miles an hour the last 2 games. But the base running, what did you see?
Yeah, great at-bat, great job of staying with the pitch. Just a little bit of a late read, ran through a stop sign, but he took ownership of it. He's very accountable, and that's a big word in our culture.
Thanks, Tori.
Thanks.
And so this game's still 0-0. Rangers their first chance. The 9-hitter Leody Taveras. Down an 0-1 from Pfaadt. Fouls it back, and it's 0-2.
Taveras is going to have to make an in-game adjustment at some point in this series. He's either going to get the only fastball he gets, which is right there. He's going to get secondary stuff. He has not been able to stay off the changeup or the low breaking ball.
For the order after this guy right here.
A lot of pressure on him to recognize those pitches because he's swinging over the top. And when you see that
or more like
as a
40,
staff
y'all.
and a
Hit
team,
that like
you keep going to it until he changes.
Up the couches. There you go,
he has not. He's another one of the guys that took Pfaadt deep back in May. But in an 0-2 hole here.
It's a Matty. Oh.
A chance for the Rangers to get it done in a way other than hitting the ball.
What's up,
over
Nicholas?
the fence.
What's going on, man? What do you think of this series so far?
In scoring position in this World Series. Not scored a run in a way other than
you're a week behind.
The third inning of Game 1. Pfaadt's 1-2. Taken low.
Now it counts even.
That pitch starts over the middle of the plate. He has not stayed off it yet. That one was more in. Started down.
I like this pitcher, though.
Top of the order after Taveras.
Yes, exactly.
Here comes a 2-2. Bouncing ball to second for Marte. But the third goes low, 2 out.
2 down. Runner
Right,
moves to
here
third.
comes that man, Marcus Semien, who flied out his first time.
Yeah, and Texas has gotten this far without their stud really getting on track. And the reason it is, he's staying stubborn to the inner part of the strike zone. But guess what? Nobody's really made that mistake yet. And they're pitching him away, and he's still trying to pull the baseball. The first hit it gets the other way will be huge.
Pulls it foul. Marcus said that he learned a long time ago that pressing gets you nowhere.
Full hitter central.
And hung over the plate a little bit. His career where he struggled early on had to learn a lot of those lessons. Really, the first half of his career, he was a below-average hitter. Runner at third, 2 out, and 0-1 pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. Last 5 years, though, 30 home runs a season for Semien. He's played in more games than anybody. He's been just a model of durability, reliability, and production. In this postseason, though, 190. On this 1-1 pitch, Semien takes down and away for ball 2.
2-1.
This would be a huge momentum swing for the Rangers if they got out of the bottom half of the second inning the way they did and then get a 2-out hit right here to take the lead. What a change of events that would be.
2-1. Lifted to left center field. Thomas on the move, not going to get there.
Oh, it's going to score a run.
Marcus Semien finally comes through with a base hit to left center field. Rangers get first in game 3.
There it is. Rangers scored first.
You see where that pitch was, and that pitch came back into his sweet spot, and he was able to get the ball to the left center side. So he pulls his hands in, keeps that barrel through the zone, and he got a mistake, and he made the most of it.
There it is. Rangers get to Pfaadt first.
I mean, it literally.
And let's see predictions.
Flipped so much.
40% of y'all were correct.
The mental part of this game
There's
is
the
so
poll.
huge, right? You got. Really should have been first and third, nobody out in a big inning in the play, and they don't get anything, and then come right back and get a big 2-out hit.
Giving the Diamondbacks a bit of their own medicine from game 2. Now
Two more likes to 40, y'all. Hit that like button.
We need a clutch hit. Derek Jeter. Hang in there, rookie.
All right, so coming up, it's Corey
Marcus
Seager.
Semien just did his
He can
best
put it in the
Jeter
stands.
impersonation with a 2-out World Series hit right there to make it 1-0 Texas. And these teams are both unbeaten in this postseason when scoring
You were
first.
3 of those votes.
Texas also unbeaten this
predicted it,
postseason on the road at 8-0. Corey Seager smashes a ball down the line. Goodbye.
Wow.
3-0 Texas.
I just said, what did I say?
Second of the World Series for Corey Seager. Boy, his home runs get out in a hurry.
He hasn't seen a ton of pitches to hit, but the ones he's seen, they're not getting back.
Wow. That kid, I just got done saying.
Took a first pitch changeup and hammered it. Strike one on Garcia. So the Rangers finally do crack through in a way other than a home run. It keeps the inning alive for a home run. The 18th of Seager's postseason career.
Before I could even do the thing. Let's go Lions. All right, John.
Pfaadt's 0-2 is shot down the line foul.
That's the
Appreciate y'all
fifth
hitting that
home
like
run
button, trying to get to 40
by
likes.
Seager, and 3 of them on the first pitch. So he is
Welcome in, y'all.
very aggressive. There's nobody that doesn't know that, but yet he's been able to get 3 pitches. Crush him.
First pitch after the mound visit. You know, they went out there telling him he's going to be aggressive, and so he understood the first pitch changeup. But the hitting robot, the hitting savant, Corey Seager, ready for it to make it 3-0 Rangers. Another 0-2 to Garcia, who's made his impact on this game defensively already. For his first hit since his walk-off home run in Game 1. Pfaadt delivers 1-2. Garcia swings and misses at the high
He's
fastball.
in the chat.
That does it for the Rangers in the third, but they've struck first in Game 3. They got the 2-out base hit from Semien, and then a 2-run home run from Seager. 1 pitch later.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning. What's up, Nifty Nick, man? What's going on? 3-0. 3-0. It was a runner on base when he scored. Remember, it was a runner on base when he scored. So 3-0, just like that. 3-0. One more like the 40. Come on, help us get those likes in, guys. Make sure you're subscribing as well. But we love for you to hang out with us and have a good time here the rest of the game. We're going to be letting you listen to the in-game audio of the Fox broadcast. It's going 7. JJ says it's going 7. I think so as well. These two teams are battling each other. So welcome in. So let's see who's coming up for your Rangers. Longoria. No, I'm sorry. For your D-backs. Longoria, Darmo, and then top of the order, Carroll. So Perdomo, no, Longoria, Perdomo, and Carroll, top of the order for your D-bag. All right. Hope everybody's day was good today. Tomorrow, everybody doing something special for Halloween. Let me see. You got anything special? Are you giving out, what type of candy are you giving out for Halloween? Or yes, no, or tell me what type of candy you're giving out, or no, I'm not giving out candy. We're giving out, well, Spain wants to, but we're going to the opposite way. We're going to be, she wants to supply the parents with Jello shots. No candy for the kids, just Jello shots for the parents. You ate it all, Chad says. Yeah, you were supposed to give it out. You really don't either. Anybody gonna dress up tomorrow at work or anything like that? Go Spain, Lane says. Here we go. Back to it, y'all.
Presented by Capital One. The series is tied at a game apiece. Rangers lead game 3-0. Max Scherzer pitching with the lead for the first time. Begins Evan Longoria with a curveball. So his world has shifted a little bit. He was struggling to find it. Looked like they were going to crack through against him, and now he blinks and he's leading.
I'll tell you what, it was 10 minutes of crazy turnaround. You give a guy like Scherzer, who, you know, he's never going to tell you he wasn't at his best. You give him a 3-run lead, that's a shot of adrenaline that not only he could use, but he will pitch aggressively with that lead. A lot different than obviously if it's 0-0.
30th postseason game for Scherzer, his 4th start in the World Series.
One more like the 40.
He says some people say the bigger the game, the more subdued you should be. Not me, says Scherzer. He said, I think the opposite. I've got to match the moment. And he's got that persona. He's got that adrenaline always flowing. In order to do so, he has great theater for the biggest stage. And he saw him with the 1-2 to Longoria. Got him swinging.
Here's the thing we didn't see when we first saw this. We knew it hit him off the back, but it hits him off the elbow first. So you wonder what that felt like. And, of course, never want to get hit on your pitching arm, and especially there. So he felt that right away, had time to go in and assess it. So it's already been a grind. It's the thumb. It's the comeback. It's the hit off of the elbow that turned into a great play.
Perdomo squares around, takes a strike. He's like Henry Rowan-Gardner, though. Rookie of the year. His arm breaks, and then he comes out and gets his first strikeout.
Don't do it, CeeLo. You'll get mocked, yeah, probably.
Max Scherzer, start to see some of that fuel bubbling, some of that energy that he occasionally keeps under the surface, but it's always lurking.
Crazy
the energy and
the road Scherzer has
of
come.
Mad Max. No one to Perdomo, is up and away. Did you ever have to do any arts and crafts as Max put it?
Yeah, that was, you know, I know pitchers get made fun of a lot. Oh, you got a blister, you got a cracked nail. Can't afford it. It's the worst thing that can happen. And what happened is the time off, and then your calluses don't get quite. When you're throwing a baseball and you're doing this for a living, you want everything when you leave spring training you shouldn't really get too many of those issues, but it definitely is impacting him. To what degree, we'll find out. I think later the game goes, the worse it'll be.
Fly ball down the line. Easy one for Garcia. And 2 up and 2 down in this
And a
third inning.
corn for Garcia.
Oh, and the postseason is sponsored
What's
by
up?
Charles Schwab.
Ducky, how you doing?
Texas
Welcome
trying
in,
to set a
Ducky.
record for the most road wins in a
Thank you
postseason.
for that
Now, you
like
couldn't
as
win
well. We're
more
trying to
than
get to
8 prior
50
to
likes. That's our new goal
1995, and it
now,
went
50
to
likes.
obviously the wild card era. They've already matched the most road wins within one postseason ever, the 2019 Nationals that Scherzer was a part of from the 1996 Yankees.
Stoic manager.
Oh,
He and Scherzer opposite ends of the emotional
You're
spectrum.
giving out
aren't they?
candy, Amanda.
Sure are.
Awesome.
And that's the beauty of 26 different personalities.
Oh, that does say Ducky. This is
Carroll with his second look at
DVCKY.
Scherzer tonight.
This said DUCKY.
2 balls and no strikes. Grounded to
2-0
short his
count
first
here
time. Homered against
for
Scherzer
Corbin
when he saw him
Carroll.
back in early July. Two-oh.
It's Ducky. Okay, maybe I just said it wrong. Saw it wrong.
Max Scherzer in his
Right.
16th season.
Did not have the green light
Right
there.
here in
Now
Arizona.
3-1.
3 Cy Youngs, 3,000 strikeouts, and 1 championship ring in 2019.
Walked him.
That is the wrong guy to issue a 2-out walk to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to get him on base.
There is the thumb.
Yeah, you got to try your best to keep that from opening up. And that's going to be the time will determine on how effective that will be for Max.
So
How
Marte,
long before Carroll takes off here? Not long.
2 outs though, no bunting.
Has not attempted a steal yet in this World Series. Diamondbacks have 5 as a team, but none of them from him.
Trying to get to 50
Again,
like
the
show.
threat,
43
if it
right now. Let's see
causes
if we get to
Max
50
to
like.
just be off a little bit by being too quick to home plate, that has an effect to the hitter, and they'll take that. The Diamondbacks don't have to always run. They want the threat of running.
0-1 pitch. Marte takes it.
He's gone.
That will do the job. Carroll making the
Wild
turn.
pitch. He might go to
will
third.
throw on the brakes. If there's anybody who can make that a consideration, it would be him. But he's into scoring position for Marte.
Wild pitch.
Well, right guy up for the Diamondbacks. They did a lot of 2-out damage in last game. Yes, there was a day off in between, but Texas flipped the script on them the previous inning with 3 2-out runs.
Marte. Nice one to left field. Carter's coming on. He's there.
Can of
And they
corn.
strand Carroll at second. Captain Marvel returns in Marvel Studios. The Marvels, only in theaters November 10th. Here's a special look at the
All right, so we go to the top of the 4th. Rangers going to be coming up. It's going to be Carter, Garver, and Heim. Carter, Garver, and Heim for your Rangers as we go to the top of the 4th. 3-0 Rangers right now. But thank you guys for tuning in here to On The Go with CeeLo. And let's see, no score there in the football game. Let's see if it updates at all. Updates 3-0 Detroit. 3-0 Detroit. All right, we'll take a look at that. So let's see here. Let's talk about our social media. Let me take a look at that. Social media. There we are. If you want to follow me on Facebook, On The Go with CeeLo is my Facebook page. CeeLord16 is my Twitter. On The Go with CeeLo1 is my Instagram. And On The Go with CeeLo is my TikTok. So follow me, like me, subscribe to me, whatever. You'll never miss a stream on any of those if you follow me on either one. So go check me out on all those social medias. 3-0 Detroit. All right. So coming up here, top of the 4th. Top of the 4th, Evan Carter, who is 1 for 1. Garver's 0 for 1, and Heim 0 for 1. So right now, Rangers up 3-0 on a big 3-run third. with Corey Seager. One of the main hits was a home run to right field as he got it out quick. So we're trying to hit the like button for us, trying to get to 50 likes. We appreciate you in the 4th inning, 50 likes. Austin says, hey, CeeLo, found your channel a few weeks ago, and I love the channel. Go Braves, and let's go Ryan Blaney. Awesome, Austin. Thank you so much for sticking with us and coming back all the time. Appreciate all the support. Hey, it should be an interesting race next Sunday from Phoenix International Speedway. We'll be there calling the race, and it's going to be come down to the Final Four, and Austin's going Ryan Blaney. He has a good chance. He's pretty hot right now, but it's going to be tough to beat Kyle Larson for sure. But it should be interesting to see. We've been doing NASCAR since day one to the Daytona 500, and we're going to finish the season in Phoenix, and then we'll see what happens next year. But definitely had a good time with NASCAR this year. So just waiting on the in-game audio to come back. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it, man. You know, Randy, you've been around a long time. Here you go, my friend.
Fox was going to be a dueling bullpen games. Evan Carter taking ball one from Brandon Pfaadt. That's part of what makes this already fascinating pitching matchup that much more important. How deep can these two guys get? Because once the bullpens take over tonight, John, this is their series until Game 5, really.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the big theme
right now has been bullpen game tomorrow, they say.
Brandon has not gotten his breaking balls enough for strikes, and the Rangers are not swinging at it. So they're really looking to hit fastballs.
Thank you, Austin.
And there was a good swing and miss on a changeup.
Hot shot on the ground to second. Marte's got it to get Carter. MLB celebrates the life and legacy of Roberto Clemente by presenting the 2023 Roberto Clemente Award, presented by Capital One. Aaron Judge wins it for his positive contributions on and off the field, supporting those in the community. Go to MLBtogether.com to learn more. It's an award that you won. I know anybody that wins that award, that means something special to them.
Yeah, it really is. It's win it once, and everything you do in your baseball career will have a memory of statistics, but that one off the field and on the field is probably the most prestigious award you can win in the game of baseball.
Pretty cool, and one of the best players wins an off the field award too, like Judge. 1 ball, 1 strike on Garver. One and two.
I'll tell you one thing we got to be prepared for. In Texas, we will never get a foul ball in the booth.
Let's do it every 44 likes on the channel.
To get a foul ball.
We honor Hank Aaron.
So head on a swivel.
Yeah, we went from one end of the view spectrum to the other. Yeah. Up in the moon there in Texas. Got a chase. One of the best.
And K's in the chat too.
Well, he was working awfully hard in the innings in between on that pitch. And that slider right there is deadly when it starts in the strike zone.
And here we are, right here. We are almost touching the hitter compared to where we were. But you don't have to zoom out very far. Fades away, ball one on Heim. Now Brandon Pfaadt, 5th-round draft pick just 3 years ago. Last year, he had the most strikeouts in a minor league season in 2 decades, 218 of them. Split between AA and AAA. That made him the top pitching prospect in this system. Came up in May, but even though he's a highly regarded guy, even though he improved as the year went on, he finished the regular season 3-9 with a .572. It is shocking what he's done this month.
And he's only going to get better. Boy, to go through a year like that, to have 2 different demotions and to come back with 2 different responsibilities
crazy
is impressive, to say the least, about his makeup. And to be pitching in this environment after that kind of start to a season, oh my.
High fly ball to left field, but easy one for Gurriel. 1, 2, 3, 4th for the rookie Pfaadt.
Go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Rangers. All right, let's see here. Let's talk about our partner channel, Samwell B12, The Experience.
Welcome to the Samwell B12 Experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
All right, there's our partner channel, Samwell B12 The Experience. Make sure you go over and subscribe to him today. He is awesome at what he does. He does a great job at hockey and did a little baseball as well, but right now he is full throttle hockey. So let's see, still 3-0. Okay, 3-0 Lions. All right, not what I want to see. I want more scoring there, but keep on hitting that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 50 likes. 50 likes as we're going to the top of the bottom of the fourth. Sorry, bottom of the fourth, and Moreno, the catcher, is up to bat. We'll bring back the in-game audio here in just a second.
Call Star Sequel. Visit Polestar.com to test drive and order. Is this for me?
If you like what the Chewy's is,
Can I get anything this year?
get a free $30 e-gift card at Chewy's.
These innings are long, not like the regular season.
Heinz people can get automatically enrolled in the Progressive Loyalty Program and get special rewards just for being customers. Like left-handed people, people with birthdays, even career changes.
Trying to get to 50 likes. 5 more to go to 50. Hit that like button for us. And here we go.
Well, we got a big story here in Phoenix. This is Scherzer getting ready to come out to throw his warm-up pitches just a minute ago, and how in the world is he even going to step onto the field? We went out there and started to try and warm up, and then the training staff and Bruce Bochy said, no, this ain't happening. In agony.
Yeah, it looked like, I know the ball that got hit off of his back wasn't the contributing factor, but I'm telling you right now, the way he was acting with his lower back, assuming that's exactly what was going on.
John said
just
3
knowing
innings.
mannerisms of a pitcher. He's frustrated.
He's right.
But he did
He's
the
gonna
right
go 3
thing
innings
by coming out of the game, and that is not easy to do. And Gray's going to come in, coming off that incredible performance in game
Scherzer
one.
needs to
He's
hang
the
it up.
one, and the reason why Texas was able to come
Scherzer
back
just needs to
and
hang
win
it
that
up.
game in dramatic fashion.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he went 1 2/3 in relief, struck out 4. It's part of the 6 1/3
John
scoreless
Gray
innings
now.
from the bullpen in game 1. And this is a guy who's a starter during the regular season. It's been a while since he's given him length, but compared to your average reliever, he can give you a chunk here.
No doubt, and he'll be given him as much time as he needs to kind of do that as far as get ready. But having that 3-0 lead, don't think that isn't a
Scherzer
huge deal
out of the
now
game
with the Rangers trying to finish
due
the
to a
game
hip
with the bullpen.
injury that he got hit.
Bottom of the fourth,
and
John
that
Gray
one
is
that
going
went
to
up the
take
middle.
over, and as he
It
finishes
hit
up
off of
his
him and then
warm-ups,
went
we're
to
going
Young.
to
He
take
got
a
him out at
break and be
first.
back in a moment.
We're gonna go to commercial break. Rangers. Scherzer came out like he was gonna warm up, but they were like, "No, ain't happening. We might need you down the stretch." So we're just waiting on another pitch and change. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too. We're trying to get to 8,060 again for like the 6th straight time. But appreciate y'all hanging out with us because we've hit the wall of 8,000. Man, I thought we'd be cruising into 10K by the end of the year. Wrong. Man, but you never know. Things can turn around here pretty quick when we get some hockey going and some basketball and all that too. So, but thank you guys so much for tuning in today. All the likes, 3 more likes to 50. We'd like to get to 50 likes. That would be awesome. And we'll see if we can get some more folks in here. But appreciate y'all. They're just coming in. Poor baby, D says. That's right. Poor baby. The wall. That's what it is. The wall. Like the claw. The wall. The claw. The wall. We hit the wall. What a good run, though, for sure. All right, here we go. Back to it. So Moreno facing John Gray. Oh, Verlander by a heartbeat.
It's Gabby Moreno to start the fourth for the Diamondbacks, and he takes strike one from John Gray.
Let me see in the chat. Who's better, Scherzer or Verlander?
Oklahoma, and facing 3, 4, and 5 in the Arizona order here. Here's a 1. Way outside.
This will be a challenge for John Gray as well. Of course, coming back and typically being a starter, he's going to be used now in shorter stints, and look for crispness and his pitches to be a little affected after his last outing.
His 1-1 pitches swung on and missed. Good life.
It's just, it's just not that easy. Fastball you can always have, right? You might lose a little miles per hour, but it's the secondary stuff that once you know once every 5 days you harness your craft. It's when you're coming back in these situations and having to have multiple games within a 5-day, which he hasn't had much experience at.
No, in the regular season, 205 games, 1 relief appearance. Brand new territory for him in this postseason. 1-2 to Moreno is in the dirt.
The first time he came in, his slider was unbelievable, and he was striking out hitters. And when he came into this game, so far that slider hasn't had the connectivity to it. He's got the 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but he's going to have to make good secondary pitches against this very stingy lineup.
Let's go over 2-2. And it's fouled back. John Gray, a decade ago, was the 3rd pick of the draft of the Colorado Rockies and spent 7 seasons there, doing his best in the Coors Field environment, and then signed a 4-year contract with the Rangers in his 2nd season in Texas. Deals another 2-2.
See how that's rolling in just a little bit. It's got to be a little tighter and crisper on the outside part of the plate. He throws kind of a disappearing slider off his fastball. Got away with that one.
Walker and Pham to follow in this 4th inning. Texas 3, Arizona nothing. Series tied at a game apiece. Gabby Moreno swings and misses.
Ooh.
Nasty one there.
Struck him out. K's in the chat.
Let's go down to Ken Rosenthal, who's got a report on Max Scherzer.
Joe, Scherzer left the game with back tightness. The Rangers do not know if it stemmed from being struck with the batting ball. Walking into the clubhouse, Scherzer looked almost near tears. He was clearly frustrated with what happened.
They worked so hard, battled so hard to come back from the shoulder issue that knocked him out in early September when they said that he couldn't come back, that we wouldn't see him again. Makes his way back from that only to have something else bite him.
Yeah, you know he was grinding.
Christian Walker
just
got a base hit last time.
Like he had his electric stuff, but he was going to battle as long as he physically could, and he just couldn't do it. I guarantee when the back stiffens up, that is a no-go.
Young at 3rd. Loads up and gets Christian Walker.
5-3 if you're scoring at home. 5-3.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Taco Bell. Steal a base, steal a taco is back. And by T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. 2 up and 2 down for Gray here in the 4th, with the Rangers leading 3-0. And up comes Tommy Pham, who is 5 for his last 5.
What's up, Edward? You're welcome. Welcome in, Edward. Appreciate you being here.
Well, Pham was 4 for 4 last game, and then they pinch hit for him, and everybody was like, what in the world would they do that for?
3 more likes to 50. Hit that
it's because
like button
Tommy
for us,
wanted his friend, Jace Peterson, to get his first World Series at-bat. And so this is Tommy's idea.
Right?
He went to Torey Lovello.
Hard
said,
times.
Hey, the game's in hand at this point. Jace
Tommy
might not get to
let's
play
go,
in this
Tommy.
series. He would remember this for the rest of his life. I want him to have my at-bat. Digs this one out, flies it to center field for Taveras.
Just not enough. Can of corn.
Gray with a 1-2-3-4.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the 4th. Coming up for your D-backs or Rangers. No, end of the 4th. I'm sorry. Top of the 5th. Oh my gosh. Top of the 5th. Low, Young, and Tavares, bottom of the order. Thank you for that subscribe. Appreciate that. Hey, we got a subscriber. Thank you for that subscribe. Yay, appreciate it. Thank you there, Edward. Appreciate that. Oh, the short, yeah. Put that little together. I'm gonna start doing a lot more. I gotta get the algorithm back in it. But thank you, Edward, for that subscribe. Appreciate that. But we'll see what comes up here as we're in the top of the fifth. Top of the fifth. Our series has been so far 1-1. We thought it'd be a sweep by the Rangers, and the D-backs have proved us all wrong. And it's been an interesting series with pitching and their hitting and our defense and the speed that they have. The D-backs speed that they have is just amazing. Their bullpen ain't too shabby either. I'm kind of curious about tomorrow because they said it's going to be a bullpen game. Should be interesting. What bullpen's going to survive that game? So we're looking for 3 more folks to hit the like button for us. We need to 50 likes. We'll be halfway to 100. If we get to 100 tonight, that would be awesome. We'll go raid a channel. We'll celebrate. But if not, we'll have a good time otherwise. But make sure you hit that like button. It shows me that you like the stream, like what I'm doing. And subscribe to the channel just like Edward did. We're trying to get back to 8,060. Make sure you're sharing the stream out on social medias and all that stuff. So lots of people doing the game tonight. So appreciate y'all hanging out, watching it here with us. So they get a runner on base. That it brings to the top of the order again up for the Rangers. So they could add to their lead. These innings, man, so long. The innings are so long.
Roller coaster this year. They had a 3-game lead at the beginning of July. But over the final 3 months, terrible. That included a stretch where they lost 27 out of 34. They finished the season 84-78, the last team in. Then they barrel through the Brewers and the Dodgers. They come back on the Phillies, and this roller coaster has continued into the World Series. That crushing loss in Game 1, only to respond 9-1 in Game 2. And the answerbacks, as they've called them this year, trying to do it again here within Game 3 as they trail 3-0. And Brandon Pfaadt misses with his first pitch to low. 4th in the majors in comeback wins this season. And in the postseason, more than half of the wins have been in the comeback variety.
Well, the one thing that's important now for the Diamondbacks, even though they're trailing 3-0, if Brandon can give them a couple more innings, it then lengthens their bullpen for the next 2 games. And really, Texas is in a must-win situation for tonight because now they've had to go to their bullpen so early. They're going to use every resource they can. And so it's still obviously a game within reach, but the game within the game now is played by these managers, and the bullpen's going to take over.
Pfaadt to the plate with a 1-1. Yeah, the Texas bullpen has performed overall better than I think folks expected, but that's largely been because they've just used their top guys.
Right. They're going to see what they can get out of John Gray, and I'm sure ride him as long as they can, but winning formula, bullpen usage has definitely been Texas in the scenario that you just described. Shorten the game, use the top 3 guys, and it usually results in a win for Texas.
Score enough runs where sometimes doesn't matter even if you don't lock it in with the bullpen. Low fouls it off, and we check in with Tom Verducci.
Well, Brandon Pfaadt is a product of Bellarmine University, and I'm sure his professors are proud to save him the dugout between innings. He uses the iPad occasionally, but he goes old school. He has a leather-bound notebook on the right-hand side, the Texas lineup. On the left-hand side, his handwritten notes of how to attack the hitters, and he looks at that between innings all the time. Bibliophile, who knew?
Facing low to open this 5th. The guy didn't get a lot of Division I interest.
That's funny. Playing with my emotions.
My goodness.
Wow.
How are you keeping yourself from exploding if you're Pfaadt on that?
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Lowe looked like he thought that was a strikeout, but he was walking like he thought it was a walk. And he was ready to see that be strike 3, and he didn't get it. And both were kind of confused. Only one was surprised in a good way, and I think that was Lowe.
And he's been on both times. He got his first hit of this World Series his first time up, and now walked to open the 5th.
No, exactly. 2 more likes to 50. Let's see if we get to 50 likes, Sean.
Struck out his first time. So we're talking about Pfaadt not getting in. Oh, that's a strike. Backwards world. Didn't get a lot of Division I interest, and so he went to the school. It was kind of just the family default. Grandpa had played baseball there. And been a professor, as Tom mentioned. His dad had played soccer there. His older brother was playing there at the time. Got a chase, and it's 0-2.
Much better release point on that wicked slider. That's what we saw a lot of in the postseason against the Philadelphia Phillies, and where he was so dominant.
Sucks.
Oh, 2 comes home, gets in on him with a fastball. So, sports family and a Bellarmine family, 2 brothers of his. Played college ball at Bellarmine, one of them with him, one of them still there. And if you're good enough, they'll find you. Brandon Pfaadt was, the Diamondbacks did in the 5th round in 2020. And his family here taking this one in, his World Series debut. His 0-2 was a good slider, but a better take.
My gosh.
And by the time he was done at Bellarmine, they had never really seen anybody like
balls,
him. The stadium
man.
only had a few rows, and so they would, for his starts, have to make special seating sections, put up L screens down the line, and set up folding chairs, folding tables for all the scouts to come in and watch him. Oh, that caught the bat.
A ball.
So it stays 1-2.
Hit him on the core of the bat.
Fortunate in a couple ways that it caught the bat, not his hand, and that it went foul. Those are the ones as a hitter you hate that they end up going into fair territory.
Bat still alive, hand still alive.
Silverback, what's up, man?
And another
awesome.
1-2 from Pfaadt. Got him. He's got that slider working.
K's in the chat.
Well, he shaped that one perfectly.
Slider.
This one is in the strike zone for a while and then just takes a turn. That's that pitch that we were talking about. If they continues to get a little better with that, he will hold Texas right here.
Right through the K.
Of course, that's what Torrey, his manager, would love to see.
Here's Leody Taveras. Hitting it down the line, foul. Now, he has not faced a guy in the postseason a 3rd time. Marcus Simeon's on deck. That would be 3rd time facing Simeon. And it's a tough spot for Torrey Lovullo to be in, because by the book, that's how he's played it. No questions asked. But given what you're talking about, the bullpen game coming tomorrow, we'll see if it's time to go a little bit off script.
Appreciate you, Silverback.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's nobody warming in that Arizona bullpen. Pfaadt at 73 pitches. Has been efficient. Caught at 3rd by Longoria. Back to first late.
Ooh, line drive to Longoria. Got him out.
For more on Pfaadt, here's Kenny.
Well, Joe, you talked about Bellarmine University. It's a private school in Kentucky with an enrollment of about 4,000. And when Brandon Pfaadt was there, it was a Division II school. It did not have the technology or analytics to provide information to major league clubs on their players. And then there was the shortened 2020 season. That also prevented Pfaadt from getting a proper look. So for the Diamondbacks, this was a scout's pick. And 3 scouts in particular played a key role. Jeremy Kurt, Danny Haas, and Steve Connolly.
And Kenny, you mentioned
One
he was
more
a
like
5th
the
round
50,
pick in
y'all.
2020.
Hit that like
that
button
was
for us.
only a
One
5
more
round
like
draft.
the 50.
Last pick in that draft for Arizona. 0-1 to Marcus Simeon is down and away, and the count evens up.
Appreciate y'all coming in. Hit that like
Texas
button as you're
hoping
coming
that
in.
Simeon
We
might have
thank you
found
so much for
something his
joining
last
us.
time. Started the scoring with a
Listening
two-out
to
RBI single.
in-game audio of the Fox broadcast.
On this 1-1 pitch, smokes it to third, knocked down by Longoria, who sticks with it and throws him out.
Longoria, two big plays, get him out.
Third game of the World Series, it's 3-0 Texas. Lourdes Gurriel under the radar, having a nice fall classic. He leads off when you come back.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Gurriel coming up to bat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. On the Go at CeeLo is the channel. We've been doing baseball all summer long, and we're into the postseason. We wish. You see 50? Nice. Thank you so much. There's our 50th like. Appreciate that. Let's go to 60 now. It doesn't stop. It just keeps on going. We go in tens. 9-0 Lions. Okay. All field goals, I guess, Jake. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And coming up for your D-backs, Gurriel Jr., Alex Thomas, and Longoria, the man of the hour at third base, just stopped two good plays at third base. Randy Rice says, go Vols, go Braves. That's right. We'll be doing some Vols stuff here pretty soon. And Braves will have to wait till spring training, but we'll be back with our Braves and our Braves community next spring training. So we thank you for everything this year has been amazing.
Premium like 2 times miles on every purchase. You're being too loud.
Oh my gosh, 3 field goals. Not what I needed.
5 times miles on streets.
The Lions are really good at home, so I'm surprised. The Raiders' defense I didn't think was that good. Go Dogs and go Braves, Jake says.
Capital One. What's in your wallet?
So we'll be bringing back the in-game audio here in just a second, guys. D says roll Tide. Go Rangers. See, I got this one here. See if this one is redeem. Go Rangers.
Icon of disease, Horizon 2024. Let's see what's over it. We want to outlive our money.
See if that one works.
See, look to do 100. We look for power. Even if we do live to 100, we don't have to worry.
Nope. Some pop up, some don't. So weird. And they all work.
Amanda?
Let's see this one. Rangers flag. Let's try this one. Rangers redeem. Rangers flag. See if that works. We're trying different redeems, guys. We got a lot of redeems for the Diamondbacks and the Rangers. That one pops up. All right, back at it.
This improbable World Series matchup. Team that hasn't won in 2 decades against a team that has never won. And it's Corey Seager's 2-run home run that has it 3-0 Texas. To the bottom of the 5th, John Gray, his 2nd inning of work. Strike 1 on Lourdes Gurriel.
This is the part of the lineup, surprisingly, that has done the most damage for the Diamondbacks. So look for this inning maybe to get them going. 5 through 9. That's what they've done so far, and that has been the difference in why they were able to bounce back in Game 2. It might be the difference if they're going to come back in this game.
You said coming into the series you thought Lourdes Gurriel was a sneaky good player. He's now got a 7-game hitting streak going where he's hitting .370.
Yeah, he handles the fastball extremely well. And, of course, played with the Blue Jays, and then coming over here has made this offense that much better.
From the first family of Cuban baseball, trying to add to the ring collection. Yuli's got a couple. His dad, Lourdes Sr., is a legend in Cuba. He's been called Cuba's Babe Ruth. And then is a longtime manager of the Cuban national team. Lourdes Jr. making a name of his own, playing in his first World Series and doing well.
Leading off this fifth against John Gray, an 0-2 pitch. Chopper to third, that backs up Young. Long throw, strong throw for the first out of the fifth. Earlier today, as part of the Fall Classic Legacy Initiative, MLB
What's your
and the
least
Arizona
favorite holiday?
Diamondbacks
Why?
hosted a special event at Cesar Chavez Community School, where
many
funds
outs
will
you
go
got?
towards
Round out.
adding a St. Mary's
One
Food
out.
Bank pantry to the school.
One down.
MLBtogether.com to learn more.
Tell you what, Josh Young is showing why the future is bright for him at third
Trying to get to
base.
60 likes
And
now.
why
Let's
Bruce
go to
Bochy
60
says
likes.
you keep making those everyday plays,
Help
you're
us
going to
get
be in
to
the lineup.
60 likes, y'all.
Now Thomas grounds this one along first. Gray cuts it off and beats him to the bag.
Ooh, 2 down. Carroll.
Yeah, Young
rounds
grew up
out.
idolizing Brooks Robinson. He's a baseball historian, not just a baseball
That was
player.
Alec Thomas,
And
sorry.
Brooks watching up above.
Alec
Gotta
Gordon.
love what he's watching.
I mean, that's not that easy of a play. I mean, he's got to get rid of it, and a strong throw. And then a nice play here by John Gray. That would have been chaos if it got by him. You practice that play a million times in spring training. It's called the in-between play. But if you can get it yourself, take it by all means.
Cut out the middleman.
Yep.
Gray's retired all 5 that he's faced. 2 out, bases empty, and it's Longoria. Blows it by him.
Well, the fastball, I mean, it's hard to believe that, 98. I don't know if he could live at 98 as a starter, but really right now it's all about his off-speed pitches. That's where he's getting all the outs, and that's where he's getting a lot of the action.
Struck out in the
these
third
2
as
games
well.
he's been in
See
so
if he gets
far.
him.
First pitch fastball, then he breaks off a slider and gets ahead 0-2. Turning himself into the MVP of this pitching staff in the World Series. The sure things for the Rangers during this postseason run have been Eovaldi and Montgomery, but those guys gave up 9 runs over the first 2 games. Gray giving up nothing in his 2 outings. His 0-2 spins away, and it's ball 1. Will Smith gets loose. On 1-2, Longoria digs that one out of there. Weak little pop-up. Foul grounded first for Lowe. 6 up and 6 down
We
for
go to the
John
6.
Gray. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Rangers. That means Adolis
3-0 Rangers.
Garcia when you come back.
Garcia up to bat, Chad. Next up. Update my scores here. 9-0. 9-0. Oh, 9-7. 9-7 now, Raiders, Lions. We're watching that game. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have, let's talk about our good friend AU Triton on YouTube. He's trying to get to 1,000 subs. He's so close. If you haven't subscribed to him, make sure you go check him out. AAU Triton on YouTube.
Looking for that channel that is well-rounded? We will show you how to program and design your own holiday lights. We play a wide range of VR games on the MetaQuest 2. We will even show you how to take virtual vacations to places like Disney World. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live or upload a new video. See you soon.
All right, there's our good friend AU Triton. Make sure you go check it out. AU Triton on YouTube. He does a great job, so make sure you check him out. All right, coming up, Corey Seager, who's 1 for 2, runs a home run and 2 RBIs. Garcia 0 for 2 with a K, and Evan Carter 1 for 2. So there's your up to bat for your Rangers. Thanksgiving is my least favorite holiday. But let's see if we can get to 60 likes. We're trying to get to 60 likes. If you haven't hit the like button for us, we appreciate it. What's up, Bernard? What's going on? Welcome in. 3-0 Rangers here. Corey Seager hit a 2-run bomb in the 3rd inning, and another run scored as well. So 3-0 Rangers here. And Chad is happy tonight. Scherzer is already out of the game for the Rangers. He got hit by a ball that went up the middle ricocheted off his hip and then went to third base, but he is out of the game. John V predicted it 3 innings for Scherzer, but he said he was going to give up 3 runs, but he did not. So, all right, back at it here. In-game audio. Here we go, y'all.
Fox.
22 years since the last time they hosted a World Series game in here. Game 3 of the 119th Fall Classic, and it is 3-0. Texas in front. Winner of this game takes the lead in the series. Brandon Pfaadt stays in. This is the first time, John, he's faced a hitter a 3rd time in this postseason. He got Semien to finish off the 5th, and now facing Seager.
Well, like I said, the game has changed its script because now the Rangers are going to be bullpen in this game for the remainder, and then tomorrow for the remainder. It gives a little advantage to the Diamondbacks.
Seager skies one to center field. Thomas on the run, drifting back with room for the first out of the 6th. Top of the order for the Rangers, getting the job done in this game. It was Semien with a base hit to score the first run, then Seager's 2-run single. Here comes Garcia, or a 2-run home run from Seager.
Seager took it deep last time. He can do it again.
Garcia's 0 for 2, and he chases a slider.
And what I mean by that, Joe, is like this game's still well within reach. So they're pitching their ace because he's pitching like an ace, or they're keeping their starter in because he's pitching like an ace. Despite being down 3-0, it happened quickly with 2 outs. But if they can keep the game within a 3-run period, they believe they have the resources not only to come back, shorten the game, and be better off for tomorrow.
Well, game 3, John, of the championship series, he was even better. 5 2/3 scoreless innings. He had struck out 9, but Torey Lovullo pulled him at 70 pitches just because it was going to be the 3rd time that he'd faced him. And Torey said he heard the boos on his way walking out there, and Torey said, look, I would have booed myself. Heck, I was booing myself as I went out there to get
Sucks this felt like
he
this
told
year.
Pfaadt,
I know,
I'm
man.
not going to do this to you
short.
throughout your career.
The same as our Braves.
Because it was the best way for us to win that game.
No one's here except
Let
some
them
of
go
y'all.
today. Thinking it may be the best way for them to win this series.
Braves ain't playing. They ain't watching baseball.
And
That's
everything he's
basically
going
what
through
happened.
right now is going to benefit him for the future for this Diamondback
We
team.
might. I don't know. Does Marsh want all that
Call
responsibility?
with a 2-2. Garcia fouls it off.
That's the question.
These
Does
are
Marsh
such
want all that
valuable-
responsibility?
I mean, you pitch like this under these circumstances, sometimes line scores can be confusing. But what's not been confusing is the preparation to detail. He's a note taker, and his ability to adapt and change in the middle of the season to what they've asked him to do. That is hard to do. That's an off season for a lot of guys to make the changes they asked him to make
He's
in
been there and
season.
done that.
And you can't say
I think
anything
he's
but
happy
it's
with
put
that.
them in
I
the
think
best
he's
chance to
happy
win a
being
World Series because of
third
that man,
base coach.
Strom, pitching coach, and the organization.
Here's the payoff, and Garcia watches ball 4. Go ahead. He hadn't walked in this postseason until a few games ago, and so this is new territory for Adolis. He'll take his base. Well, Sunday on Fox, one of the biggest games of the year. Folks have had this one circled for a while. Dallas against Philly. Dak against Jalen in America's Game of the Week. Next chapter in this historic rivalry kicks off Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox. And it looks like that is going to do it for Pfaadt.
So no more Pfaadt. He ends with 87
Torey
pitches.
Lovullo, the call down to the bullpen when Miguel
Claps in
Castro
the
is
chat
ready
for
to
him,
go.
man.
And
What a
Pfaadt's
young
gonna get
kid.
good
First
hand
World
from this
Series
crowd.
game. Claps in the chat. For claps in the chat, y'all. What a game. What a start. No, he's down 3-0. I mean, that's pretty good for a young guy like that to go from a hostile environment in Philly and shut them down to now the World Series and keeping this team in the game 3-0. Claps in the chat for him. Good job. Good job for him. There is Rob. What's going on, man? How you doing? So make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 60 likes. That's usually about 60, 70 is about our most we've ever gotten it for these playoffs here that are not Braves. But make sure you're hitting that like button for us, and we'll see what we can do. Coming up in these innings, we'll see who's the new pitcher for the D-back. So he's going to be facing Evan Carter. He did. You got your like in, thank you. So we're 8 more likes to 60. Help us out and get to 60 likes. Just got it.
Okay, we're hearing about the sausage Cheerio. Pickle habanero, that's real hot. Shannon jalapeno, mild, pina.
Got your like in. Appreciate the ones that have been supporting us no matter if the Braves are on or not. I appreciate you guys always coming in, hitting that like button for us. Sitting here in the chat, talking, making the chat move, playing the mini games, passing the time by. And I appreciate the ones that watch me on TV. That is awesome. For the ones that sit there at home and watch me on TV, that's cool too. So thank you guys. I'm gonna try to get you some new channel subscribers. I appreciate it, man. It's been a struggle, but I'll get it. I'm not worried. I'm too worried. We had a heck of a year. We started this year. I don't know if you know. We started this year with 2,000 subscribers. So 6,000 subscribers later, I'll take it, man. We had a good time.
Diamondbacks, Miguel Castro's coming on for Brandon Pfaadt, who pitches into the 6th inning, leaves with a 3-0 deficit, though. And Game 3 of the World Series tied at a game apiece.
This young man is getting a nice pep talk from his manager, and the communication in this organization is on the best level you can imagine with Torey Lovullo, and he is giving him valuable wisdom. And I'm sure he's telling him something like, hey, you did your job and we may need you again. And this series goes obviously 7. They most definitely will need him again.
So
Miguel Castro, who's pitched in 5 games this postseason, and his last one he gave up the walk-off home run to Adolis Garcia. He misses outside, ball 1 on Evan Carter. Castro is 6'7", 200 pounds, and there's just all kinds of limbs coming at you, huh?
Sure is. He slings it. Good movement on all his pitches. Look, this stadium and this crowd, they have been waiting for this. This was a picture-perfect night. The flyover, everything about this event just screams what this town has fallen in love with their team. One mistake running the bases has flipped this game, and you hope that's not the game-changing moment that doesn't allow them to win, but that is so big in a 3-0 game when the Rangers came back. You know Walker wants to do something at the plate for sure.
Carter goes the other way with a base hit. Took it where it was pitched, and they're at first and second.
Carter.
Yeah, so you're referencing, if you happen to just join us, bottom of the second inning, Arizona looked like they were going to take the lead on a base hit from Tommy Pham, but Christian Walker was thrown out at home, running through a stop sign. And salt in the wound was that in the next half inning, Texas got their 3 runs.
Yeah, with 2 outs. I mean, a leadoff double, and then the same scenario where you thought, okay, they're going to escape this and no harm. But, man, there's such an emotional roller coaster, and everything's magnified. That moment was big for Arizona because they didn't score and they didn't hold them in the next inning, top half.
And then you consider with both these teams unbeaten in this postseason when scoring first. 2 on for Garver and a frisbee of a slider in for a strike.
What's that? Slider. Yeah, that was nice.
Texas had to test that by the 9th inning, 2-run homer and extra inning win. But you're right, both clubs undefeated when they score first and play off that lead.
Garver He's knocked in a run in 4 straight, takes outside.
And we've covered him,
Way
so we've
outside.
seen this. What Texas does is looks for the moment to explode, add on, and crush you. What Arizona does when they've got the lead, they just get more chaotic and put more pressure on the base pass. They don't have just one way to beat you. They have multiple ways. Texas really relies on the extra base hits and the big innings with home runs to win their games.
Well, they've set the table here with a walk and a single. Now looking for a bombardment. Garver is ahead 2-1. And we've seen it, John. I mean, it happens like that with these guys.
It does. And playing fast, we talked about what Arizona wants to do. They want to get you out of their game by playing fast. Texas wants to get you out of their game by playing in the strike zone, not expanding and making mistakes pay.
You saw Nelson getting ready, but Castro's got to face at least one more hitter in Jonah Heim to fulfill a 3-batter minimum. Rangers trying to make it hurt, trying to make it too late.
I didn't know they still had that rule of
Garcia at
3-batter
second,
minimum.
Carter at first. Garver fouls it off.
Did y'all know that?
Quietly one of the keys for these Rangers in this postseason. Seager and Garcia have had the biggest swings, the one that you'll talk about for years. But Garver, big postseason of his own. He's knocked in 13 runs, only Garcia more on these Rangers. Another 2-2. Gets to that slider into shallow center field. Thomas sprinting on. He's got it.
So fast in center field, Thomas.
Game 3 of this World Series. Texas won the first game in 11 innings. Arizona came back, blowout win in Game 2. All 3 runs here in Game 3 came in the 3rd. And the big swing came from the guy that tied up Game 1. It was Corey Seager with a 2-run shot on the first pitch that he saw in the 3rd.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 at-bats, and the second time was a charm for that man. He is as good as it gets this year at damage in the zone early. He doesn't need a lot of pitches.
Jonah Heim, aggressive as always. Tepper left side. Longoria throws and benefits from the catcher running.
Longoria has been on fire tonight.
Get over there to Longoria. Hot corner was cold right there, but they strand a couple, and it stays 3-zip.
Longoria has been on fire tonight for the D-backs. They're at third. He's made a lot of plays over there at third base. So make sure you hit that like button. Trying to get to 60 likes. We're almost to 60 likes. We got 8 more to go, and we'll move on from there. But appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. With it being Halloween, I might make it a Discord game. 7-9. Lions over the Raiders. 7-9. 9-7. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Talk about our. Would you like to go on a cruise? Would you like to go on a vacation and you don't want to pay for it, or you want to pay for it? Everybody want to go on vacation and not pay for it. But would you like for someone to plan your trip? And if you do, Jennifer at Travel Depot will take care of you just fine. There's her phone number and her email if you need any help booking a cruise or a trip to Disney or anywhere, just a trip to the beach. She will take care of you. Lions at halftime. Okay, then update there. Needs to update. So Travel Depot. Make sure you check her out. Jennifer at Travel Depot. She's on Facebook and Instagram. There's her phone number and there is her email. So check her out. She's one of our partners here on the channel. All right. Coming up, the D-backs do up Perdomo, Carroll, top of the order, and Marte. So see if they can get some messages here. What did Rob say? Metal Princess channel. Jeez. 16-7. Hey, at least they scored a touchdown. Let me reset this here. But Perdomo and then Corbin Carroll, the Phenom rookie. If you're just joining us, the D-backs pitcher is out of the game. He lasted 5 2/3 innings pitched. Did a really good job. Scherzer only lasted 3 innings. John, our Mets fan, John V, said he would last 3 innings but give up 3 runs. So he missed the 3 part. the 3-run part, but it's okay. So Perdomo coming up to bat here. 0 for 1. And we're going to bring back the in-game audio here in just a second for you.
John Gray, who's thrown 20 pitches, 17
John
of them
Gray
for strikes.
in there for the Rangers.
6 up, 6 down. Back out there for the 6th and a 3-0 game. It's Perdomo, and it's ball 1. 9-1-2 for the Diamondbacks here, looking to get something going. They haven't had a hit since the 2nd inning. In fact, Tommy Phane's hit, where Christian Walker got thrown out at home, was their last hit. The 1-0 pitch on the corner, strike 1.
Well, Gray has been really good, and I don't know if he'll make it through this inning.
I haven't seen him.
But he's already provided the relief they needed to get to the 6th.
And in the same way, Pfaadt going a little bit deeper than he had before. Do some for tomorrow. Gray, what he's doing here today affects tomorrow as well in a big way for Bruce Bochy.
Yeah, they did not name a Game 4 starter on purpose. A lot of people thought, oh, it might be Gray because he's been a starter. But Bruce Bochy was going to let his game plan today determine tomorrow's.
2-2.
It's very unique that 2 teams make it to the World Series, which makes this a very intriguing World Series. That's why we thought that we were going to see a lot of different twists and turns, punch, counter punch, comebacks.
Got him with a high fastball.
He's in the chat.
7 up,
Strike
7
him out.
down, and a pair of Ks for John Gray. Baseball fans, your phone upgrade is on deck.
He's
Get
in the
freedom
chat.
to upgrade every year with Go 5G Next and up your game with T-Mobile.
Hey.
But neither of these teams really have a 4th starter.
No.
And so
Struck him
you
out.
knew that coming in. Of course,
Top
the
of the
Rangers
order
would
now
typically
for
have
the
those 4
D-backs.
starters, but they were banged up before the postseason started, and they got 2 of them healthy in time for the 2nd series. But this is the way the Diamondbacks have gotten through. Now, they didn't need much because they went 2 sweep, 3 sweep, and then were forced to go to Game 7. And they used the same formula in Game 4, I believe, that they'll use for tomorrow.
Base is empty, 1 gone. Corbin Carroll laid on a couple, and he's behind 0-2. And Texas, in the same way, hasn't needed a whole lot outside of Eovaldi and Montgomery. Those guys combined to win 7 of the 9 games, or at least started 7 of the 9 wins over the first couple rounds.
But that's why I don't mind scripting a game. I really don't. Like, you got to have a game plan. You got to think about it, right? You got to plan accordingly to what, if this happens, then that happens.
How about John Gray?
John Gray.
That's my point. What we're watching right now is Bruce Bochy saying, I like what I'm seeing.
The
I didn't
bullpen.
maybe plan on
Oh,
him
lost
going
another
3 innings,
subscriber.
but
My
I like
God.
what I'm seeing. So you adjust the script
YouTube.
on the fly
Cleaning me-
when you
cleaning
have
me.
pitchers having the moments that John Gray's having in Game 1 and now in
He's
Game
in the
3.
chat.
John Gray grew up dreaming of playing college football at Oklahoma. Ended up going there to play baseball. 9th year of a good big league career. That is off Simeon's
That's a base
glove.
hit. That's off of Simeon's
Glover
glove.
thought that he had it and then looked down as if to say, why have you deserted me? And a 2-out base runner for Arizona when they were desperate for some life.
There's Marte.
For a minute, I thought it broke his glove, but it was hit so hard. Watch this. This is squared up. He's got it till he doesn't. And this ball had serious spin and velocity to it.
That is a hit, Johnny, and it extends the hitting streak to a record-setting 19 games.
Nicholas says, as much as I like the D-backs, the Rangers have never won a World Series.
Pokes the first one to right. They immediately will silence the crowd as Garcia makes the grab.
And a
We're
corn.
back after a word from your local Fox station.
We go to the 7th. As we're moving along. 7th inning. Rangers up 3-0. So I appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. Make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 60 likes. 60 likes on the channel. Corn is what's for dinner, Chad says. Off saving. Off swing. Yep. Looking at your glove doesn't help. Like, I thought I caught it. Yeah. Man. All right, coming up for your Rangers, Lowe, Young, and Tavares. Bottom of the order, and then top. So 7, 8, 9 hitters. 7, 8, 9 hitters for your Rangers. So make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 60 likes. And we'll see if we can get any more folks in here toward the end of the game. But 3-0. It's been kind of a snooze fest here, except for that third inning, which was a home run by Corey Seager and another run scored in the third inning. But other than that, 3 runs, 5 hits for the Rangers. No runs, 3 hits for the D-backs. Kind of a slow game. Me too. Me too. Me too. Let's see here. We've done that. We've done that. And we've done that. So we don't need to go back to this screen anymore. We took care of our business. And we're back at it. So if you'd like to join the membership, it's 99 cents. Much cost of a large drink at McDonald's or a burger. And you get the access to the emojis. The emojis will change per game. If we're doing a hockey game, you'll have hockey emojis. If we're doing football, everything will change. But I think I need 2 more, maybe 2 more members to get an extra emoji. So U-Haul, what's up? Welcome back. Free tacos at Taco. Hell, there you go. Taco Tuesday. No, it's Taco Monday. Taco Monday. Just waiting on in-game audio to come back.
Some days, just letting your kids where they need to be is a major victory. That's why Sarah takes the stress out of confidence.
I'm gonna try something real quick, y'all. I'm gonna try something real quick.
For Game 4 of the World Series, Rangers and Diamondbacks, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. Right here on Fox and the Fox Sports app, we'll see who's going to start those games. Or that game for these two teams. A lot of it has to do with how this one goes and who they use as they navigate their way. Kyle Nelson's going to come out of the Arizona bullpen here. 3-0 Rangers, all 3 runs in this game coming in the third. We saw Nelson in game 1 of this series, pitched around a couple walks and a base hit in extra innings, inning and a third, no runs. Strike 1 on Lowe.
Throws a lot of those pitches, but he can't afford to throw them in that zone right there. He loves to get the ball outside the zone, working away from left-handers with that slider.
Facing a guy having a good day. Double and a walk for Lowe. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Go Lowe. Nathaniel Lowe up to bat.
Two and 1.
Well, Lowe in the beginning of the postseason really looked lost, and as the season has kind of gone, he has gotten better.
Keep on hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 60 likes, y'all.
Sends this one the other way. Gurriel's back to the
wall.
Wow,
what a catch.
1 away in the 7th inning. Time for the rewarding performance, sponsored by
John Gray.
John Gray. 2 games in this World Series, John. 4 2/3, no runs, 7 Ks.
Look, he was the unsung hero, and in this game, he's going to be the same one. If Texas goes on to win this game, what an incredible job. He might have had a hint that he might pitch in this game, but not to the degree he was going to come in after Max gets hurt.
1-0 on Young.
Yeah, so that is such a different animal. See, when you're a starter, you're so used to structure, comfort. Everything you know is going to happen. When you go to that pen, no rules. You could be brought in at any point, and it's so different, and some personalities cannot handle it. I'm telling you, it's not that easy.
Oh, that didn't work.
Bouncing ball to short. Perdomo's got it. 2
Got
out.
him.
Tom, what do you got on John Gray?
2
Yeah,
down.
John, that's a
7
great
inning stretch
point.
coming
I'm
up.
blown
Get your
away by
emojis
how
ready.
quickly he's made this
We're going to be
transition.
Take
He's
Me Out to the
made
Ball
only
Game,
1
Gators'
career
favorite.
relief appearance, 9 years in the major leagues. Normally, he's a 5-pitch guy as a starting pitcher. tonight, every pitch but one was fastball slider. His stuff definitely played up. What a quick transition he has made under the most pressure.
Through 30 pitches, 25 of them in the strike zone, or at least got strikes on. That's a strike on Tavares.
And I'll tell you, he started off a little bit.
Chad, did you get your ice cream from
not
Brewster's?
so good with his slider, and after every time he started throwing it, it got better and sharper and disappearing. That's the thing, the bounce back. When you don't have that experience, you don't have the ability to bounce back. You throw a bullpen in between starts, but it's a 60 to 70% effort bullpen, not every pitch meaning something, and that's what a job he's done so far.
Well, in game one, John, it was 6 1/3 scoreless innings from the bullpen that set the table for the heroics from Seager and Garcia, and here it's 3 scoreless innings from Gray that has kept the Rangers in front after it was Semien and Seager that put him ahead. You expect it from the sluggers. That's what they've done all year. But this bullpen has been the biggest concern all year, turning that thing on its head in this World Series. 2-2.
Longoria again, y'all.
With a 1-2-3-7.
Longoria again.
Game 3, these fans at Chase Field leaning forward, hoping their offense can get it going late.
We go to the stretch. All right, y'all, let me see those baseballs and peanuts and Cracker Jacks and you name it in the chat. It's time to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. As we're going to swing it up. Get up and stretch. Get you a drink. Get you something to eat. 7th inning stretch here on the Go with CeeLo. All right. Thank you guys for that. Take me out to the ball game. Thanks for all the emojis, guys. Yes, she was, U-Haul. This is Evan Longoria. But yes, but Christian Walker up to bat for your D-backs in the bottom of the 7th. Look at Lane with the softballs, too. I like that. All right, y'all. So we'll see. Tomorrow might be a Discord game. I might need a break. I've been calling baseball. We called baseball, Saturday, Friday, Saturday. I did a race yesterday. Another game today. So, yeah, might need a break. Might be Discord game tomorrow. If you guys want to watch the Discord game, sign up for our Discord. We got about 140 folks in there. We have a great time. We talk baseball. We got MLB chat. We got Braves chat. We got college football, NFL, Disney, Crocs, you name it, we got it in the Discord. Just wanted to drop the Discord link in our chat. Y'all can join our Discord. We'd love to have you. We might be doing a Discord game tomorrow, so make sure your notifications are on because I'll be announcing it tomorrow in the chat, even though I do have a stream up, but we'll see how that goes. Croc chat, that's right. So 5 more to 60, hit that like button, 5 more likes to 60. We might be doing a Discord game tomorrow on Halloween. We'll see. We might do both. I don't know. Back at it.
This World Series tied at a game apiece. Game 3 to the bottom of the 7th we go. 3-0 Rangers. They got those 3 runs in the top of the 3rd, but in the bottom of the 2nd, just before that, John, it looked like Arizona was going to take the lead.
Yeah, this place was about to erupt, and unfortunately just ran through the sign, and the throw at the plate was in time to get the first run from not scoring. Still looked like Arizona was going to score again, but they didn't. This play right here, sometimes the bounces go your way, and sometimes they don't. And really, for Texas, it's been kind of a fortuitous game because of that flip, and you got to give them credit for how they've handled it.
All right, let's go down to the dugout now. Tom Verducci.
John, what was it like for you coming into the game under the circumstances you did with Max Scherzer injured?
Yeah, it's never easy in a moment like that, but I think it's going to be a fine. And but just right there, just a moment to pick up the guys, come in, let that not turn into something bad for us, and really fill up the zone and attack. That's what I thought we did.
You've been a starter your whole career. What has been your biggest adjustment pitching out of the bullpen?
Just being ready at any time, As a starter, you kind of know what's going on. You kind of understand the schedule, but as a bullpen guy, you got to be ready at any time.
You enjoying it?
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
John, thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
You could have sent it back to John. You could have called me John because you looked a heck of a lot like Ken Rosenthal. There's Christian Walker coming to the plate, and a new pitcher in the game after Gray's excellent work. This is Josh Spores, John, who has grown into part of that inner circle of trust for Bruce Bochy, hadn't he?
He has. It didn't start out that way, but he's growing with every outing in confidence of throwing strikes. When he throws strikes, he's hard to hit. When he does it, obviously, the 4 walks. Early on, he was more wild than in command. Lately, he's in command.
And he's facing the heart of the lineup here. Christian Walker, who has looked so much better the last couple games. Doubled off of the wall, first pitch that he saw tonight. Takes ball 1. They gave him the Trey Turner treatment. I don't know if you noticed when he came up his first time, the whole crowd gave him a standing ovation as if to say, you're our guy. We believe in you. We know it's hard right now, but we're here for you.
Trey Turner.
Walker shoots one to second for Simeon. One away.
One down quickly like that. Man, this bullpen for the Rangers shut them down, Chad.
Is sponsored by
they must have done their homework
Insurance.
on their day off.
Round out your protection with life, phone, and pet health insurance. Just a gorgeous night here at Chase Field. Yeah, Trey Turner earlier this season, a couple months ago, was going through a rough year in Philadelphia, and they'd gotten booed some, but then one day the fans got together and said, let's encourage him, and he took off. It was uncanny from that day forward, and put together a great final few months. Tommy Pham's up there with 1 gone in the 7th.
Well, I'll say this. Walker has now hit 4 consecutive hard-hit balls. So you know he's feeling better at the plate.
Pham into center field. Tavares on
the
move. He won't get
Tommy
there.
Pham.
Tommy Pham keeps on chugging. On his way to second.
Dude's hot,
6
bro.
of his last 7.
Tommy Pham.
Well, this young man's going to make it very hard for him the rest of this series to get pinch hit for because he's locked in. And when he gets locked in like this, you want him up with runners on scoring position, but they will take this. This ball scalded to the deepest part of the outfield. And you almost feel like Arizona's got to cash in here.
Runner in scoring position for Gurriel. Buck on his knees on a first pitch curve. Yeah, Pham was benched after game 4 of the championship series, and he went into Torey Lavella's office and he's like,
Pham,
why?
Man.
Torey said, because right now we don't have time for you to figure it out. Take a day. I love you.
4 for
Listen,
4 last game.
You're going to be better off for it. And he's been a different guy since that day off. The chase and strike 2.
What a pickup. Former Cardinal, right, Ryan? Former Cardinal?
Tommy Pham, who they felt like was the missing piece. They said, hey, we think we're good, but they were wavering going into the trade deadline. They brought in this guy that has so much conviction, so much intensity. Gurriel swings out of his shoes there. Uncharacteristic at bat shot.
Drop third
that
strike.
Was...
Anybody see the dudes behind the... What's up, John? Welcome back, bro.
Was an outstanding pitch.
New York Mets? I thought he was Cardinals. Did he start with the Cardinals, I thought Tommy Pham did.
And just a confused hitter. Spiked curveball.
Man, that was just like
knuckle
golfing.
Curve, they call it.
Get your 5-iron out there.
So it'll be up to Alec Thomas. Runner at second, 2 gone.
In the chat
Arizona trying to break through in game 3. Thomas takes a strike.
What's up, Chewy? Welcome in.
7 of their 9 runs in game 2 came with 2 out.
4 more likes to 60. See if we get to 60 likes. That's our goal.
2 out chance for Thomas. 1 ball, 1 strike. Surprise slugger for these Diamondbacks this October, including arguably the biggest swing of this season for Arizona. The 8th inning of game 4 of the championship series is game time, pinch hit home run into the pool for effect. Behind 1 and 2.
he's up there ripping. He takes a big cut. Usually we'll get to some of those pitches for power. He ran into that home run stroke against Philly that you're talking about.
Bottom of the seventh. 1, 2,
23-year-old
2 outs.
Thomas watches the count even 2-2. Spores comes home. Thomas climbs the ladder. Skies 97 and foul ground and into the seats. So 2-2 on Thomas. What are you thinking of your Spores?
You know, if he swings at a pitch like that, you can go back to the breaking ball, or you can climb it higher. But I like the breaking ball after he's trying to get ready to hit 97. You would feel like he'd be really aggressive on a pitch up. Now they're going to check their reliever.
Spores. Not good for the Rangers,
staff
Chad.
Coming out here with Mike Maddox and Bruce Bochy.
What happened to Terry? She just disappeared.
They clearly
Terry,
saw
you still
something.
here?
Spores, though, sending him away. They're not going to go away until he can prove that he's all right. And while they take a look at him, we get a quick word from FanDuel.
FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Thomas needs a homer. That's right. Alex Thomas. He can go deep.
Aroldis Chapman getting ready in a hurry. I don't know how convincing this looks. They've already lost Max Scherzer to a back issue.
He gives up runs.
And 2 gone here in the 7th. Here's the last one that Spores through. Bend over right at the end. He's going to stay in. So Josh Spores has been waiting years for real opportunity in the big leagues. Finally has it. And has it in a big spot on this Rangers team here in the World Series. And you're going to have to drag me off of this field. Texas 3, Arizona nothing. 2 gone, 7th inning. Another 2-2. Thomas fouls it off.
Oh,
He did a nice job fouling off. Now, there was a lot of time between that last pitch. Sometimes that confuses the hitter, but he did go to the breaking ball there and just got a piece of it.
Oh, yeah. I hope so. See if we can get there, y'all.
Spores will try again. Another 2-2. Another foul ball. Off of the bat of one of the promised youngsters that has arrived and delivered. He struggled as a rookie last year. He got here just after he turned 22 and had his ups and downs this year. But the best that he's ever looked has been since they've gotten to the playoffs.
See if they climb the ladder, pitch up and away, or pitch up with his fastball after 2 consecutive breaking balls that he's able to foul off.
First runner in scoring position for the D-backs since the 3rd. Another 2-2. Thomas has worked it full. Longoria's on deck.
Longoria, he's been making so many saves at third. Could he be the guy tonight?
On the 9th pitch, swings and
Struck
misses,
him
and
out.
Spores gets out of it.
K's in the chat.
Stranding Pham at second.
Wow.
And after 7 innings, the Rangers still keeping the Diamondbacks off of the board. 1 game after they gave up 9 against them.
Rangers coming to play tonight, taking that advantage of that day off. Did some studying on these batters. He gone. That's right. He gone. All right, so 4 more likes to 60. See if we can get our 60 likes. That'll be our goal for the stream. 60 likes. That's about where we always do. 60 likes. That's about right there with everybody and their brother doing this game. So thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you check in the notification tomorrow, as there might be a change in the stream to a Discord game for tomorrow night's Halloween Eve, or Halloween. Tomorrow's Halloween. Tomorrow's Halloween. And that's today's Halloween Eve. There we go. Got it right there. So make sure you got your Discord open and ready to go, so you guys can watch the game live in our Discord, and you guys can chat and everything and have a good time as well. But we'll see how it goes. So appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And coming up, we'll give the in-game audio back at it. And Simeon, top of the order for your Rangers. Simeon up to bat, trying to keep this 3-0 lead. Say goodbye to October. Hey, October, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, John. October has been an interesting month. We got our YouTube Partners program back. We had big plans for the Braves in the playoffs, and then it just kind of went down south. But has been an interesting October, but we've learned a lot in this month of October, and I'm looking forward to the future. 2023 has been a great year for us on the channel-wise, and looking forward for a great 2024, and get some of these things together with keywords and tags and all that stuff. But thank you guys so much for everything this year and this month. All the new members. We've never had members before, so I think we're up to 16 members now, which is awesome as well. So that helps the channel. It goes back into the channel too. So thank you guys. But Chad called a blowout. You didn't call this close. So we're going to the top of the 8th.
Customize your home feed with your favorite postseason team. Watch daily recaps, get personalized stats, highlights, and breaking news every day on the MLB app. Download it today. Close to a full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball 1 from Luis Frias. The top of the order here for the Rangers against Frias, who has faced 16 batters in this postseason and given up just 1 hit. Flying under the radar. Doing good work and flaming a fastball to the corner to even the count 1-1.
Yeah, good arm, and certainly, again, game well within reach. 2 innings to go. And if you're Torey Lovullo, you've gotten everything you thought you could get out of your pitching staff. Your offense, you didn't think this is what you were going to get. So offensively, 2 innings to wake up.
Pitcher.
For the Rangers, they'd love to add on.
Ground ball up the middle. Marte to get Semien.
Marte.
1 gone, top of the 8th. Got some baseball royalty in the house tonight. Flying Hawaiian Shane Victorino with CC and Albert Pujols. Aaron Judge, winner of the Clemente Award, was honored before the game.
All these guys are watching the game. They're all just like
Joe
eating and
Torre
drinking.
in attendance. Joe, one of the mentors to
Brett,
Torey Lovullo.
too,
George Brett here as well. John Smoltz is here too.
I'm here and enjoying this World Series.
It has been fun. There's graphic proof. We wouldn't put it on there if you weren't here. Seager takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. I still get the sense, John, that in this series there's going to be some chaotic twists and turns, maybe even in this game. It's these two teams that have kind of built an identity off of nothing phasing them.
That's the thing. You know, it's hard to describe to
Corey
people.
Seager's
Like, how do
going
you
in the
describe the Texas
back in the
Rangers?
third
You know what
inning.
I say? They got the it factor. Well, what is it? It's something special in their clubhouse that's manifested by their manager. Same thing for the Arizona Diamondbacks, but more of an underdog.
Seager down on strike.
Braves in the chat.
The Texas Rangers were kind of built to be here. The Diamondbacks were a work in progress, and that work in progress gained confidence with their management and the culture that they created here.
That's
and
two
so
down
they
now.
don't
Two
think
down.
at any point they're out of a game, out of a series, and they're playing off that mindset of we're underdogs, no one gives us a chance.
Arizona hadn't been to the playoffs in 6 years. They were historically bad just 2 years ago. They lost 110 games in 2021 as Garcia takes ball one. Now, the 110 losses in 2021, that was the worst in the National League in almost 2 decades. And they're in the World Series 2 years after that. Here's a high drive to center field by Garcia.
Deep center field.
Who's wincing as he goes up along first.
And a corn.
You hope that's nothing, but Garcia looks to be in some pain as he flies out to center field and finishes off for one.
Swing was a little weird as well. He pulled something there, Chad. That's not good for the Texas Rangers. I thought his swing was a little weird there. There goes the World Series, Chad says, if he's hurt. So bottom of the 8th, Longoria, Perdomo, and the top of the order, Carroll. So the D-backs get the top of the order to come to them here. So make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 60 likes. 3 more to 60. I'm trying to get there, y'all.
Easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this. We need a clutch hit. There.
What's up, Pierce? Lions are giving me a heart attack. What's the score now? Let me take a look at my stats here. See my fantasy stats here. Let's see. Ugh. Come on. Devontae Adams, I need you to get going here. I'm down by 9 points. Let's go. 9 points. This Jacoby Myers hadn't got anything yet. Devontae Adams, you need to score. And Jared Goff needs to do something. Make sure you're smashing that like button. That's right, Lane. Just waiting on to come back, y'all. He just tried to smash it too hard. Yeah, he did. He pulled something. Not sure what he did. Them homers hit by Garcia, putting him in pain. Yeah. We need some subscribers, y'all. I don't know what the deal is. Do I even have a subscribe button on my channel? Did they take it away?
As soon as he was introduced, Bruce Bochy made that walk out of the dugout. He's going to counter it, bring on Aroldis Chapman. And so score the 7th inning of work from
So they're going to walk. They're going to sub Longoria
from this Texas
Smith.
bullpen. And now Chapman coming in for the 8th.
And Chapman. Goes Chapman. Former New York Yankee. And now
so
Texas
here comes
Ranger.
Chapman. It's going to be Smith.
He's
then
been rocky
Perdomo,
at
then
times,
back to the
though.
top of the order in Corbin Carroll. The Rangers bullpen becoming a story in this World Series. And Chapman trying to keep the good vibes rolling.
What do you Ranger fans think of Chapman? He's not the same Chapman as he used to be, the shutdown closer that he used to be. Looked kind of last couple times I've seen him on the mound, he looked kind of shaky as well. He was a Cub too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He was a Cub too. John says boo. He's booing John. He's booing Chapman. They get nervous every time he comes in there. Yeah, the time I saw him in the mound there during the ALCS, he looked shaky, and toward the end of the season, he looked shaky. So he's not the same guy as before. That is for sure. He is not the same guy as before. Adams drop. Oh, come on. Keep me updated. I need to know about Devontae Adams, and I need to know about Jared Goff.
Screen rolls everything around. All right, chefs, we gotta go get the beans.
Wish he still threw 106 miles an hour, Tyler says. Yeah, he definitely doesn't throw that fast anymore, but he was blowing people back, blow him away when he would be the closer for the Yankees. Like, he was shut down. Like, there was no doubt about it that he was striking everybody out in the bottom of the ninth. But now he's kind of like the setup guy, right? Is he like the setup guy on this team?
On TV, the 90s sitcoms where the same native across the hall always gets the biggest laughs. Just too tough.
All right, here we go.
Aroldis Chapman is in the game. He had another counter move from Torey Lovullo. He's going to send Emmanuel Rivera up there instead of Pavin Smith. So a 2-for-1 here. And John, buckle up for the Aroldis Chapman experience.
Yeah, and I'm sure Arizona's going to be ready for it. Swing at strikes, not at balls.
First outing of the World Series for Chapman, and there have been a lot of balls. 1 ball, no strikes on Rivera. As we expected after seeing Adolis Garcia struggle going down to first, Travis Jankowski has replaced him in right field. On the corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jankowski you can put into the 3 spot in the order.
Let's go D-backs.
8-9-1 for the Diamondbacks. Down 3-0 here in game 3. 1-1 pitch. Ball 2 on Rivera. Came off of the bench in game 2. Had a walk and a 2-run single after he didn't play over the first 2 rounds. Started a few games in the championship series. Kind of an out of the middle of nowhere contributor in this postseason. On a 2-1, Rivera drives it down the line. Out of play, and it's 2-2.
Well, Chapman does that little hesitation for balance. He's one of the strongest pitchers. Obviously, he's a physical freak. Still throws over 100. But his command has not been ideal for the role that he's in, because the role he's in cannot and should not give free bases.
Let's go over 2-2. Rivera down the line towards the corner. It is a
fair ball. That's going to drop.
A pinch hit, extra base hit for Emmanuel Rivera to open the
Rivera
into second with a double.
Let's go. He did.
Well, a quick bat and not trying to pull Chapman is the key to getting success. And he uses Chapman's power, goes the other way, and slices it away from Jankowski. And I'm sure Bruce Bochy will get Leclerc going. He doesn't really want to bring him into this situation. He's got to face 3 hitters.
Oh, yeah, remember game 2, Vienna boys? Yeah,
if things don't go well after 3 hitters, Bruce has shown the ability to bring in his closer for multiple outs.
Now the 9-hitter Perdomo. The guys coming up, they
Carroll on deck.
Chops the first pitch foul. After Perdomo, back to the top in Corbin Carroll. And you get to the point, to your point, John, that it has started to feel like Bruce Bochy would rather not bring Chapman into the game. It's just you only got so many options. He would love to have Leclerc as soon as he could. Let's go down and check
the begins. Thank Chapman.
Joe, Adolis Garcia left the game with left side tightness. He was sort of doubled over in the tunnel next to the clubhouse. We'll have to see how he is afterward.
So they've lost Scherzer in this game, and now Garcia leaves the game.
That is never
Garcia's going to the
whether a pitcher or a hitter, especially a hitter, a good sign. And you just hope it's a cramp if you're Texas.
For their ALCS MVP and their Game 1 hero. Gerardo Perdomo takes high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Baseball's an amazing journey, right? You play all year, and not saying he has an oblique injury, but you just never know. These guys are so.
It was a good run. Chad's already like, we're done. Chad says we're already done. Hold on a second. Y'all, let me play this again. Sometimes the Fox broadcast goes to a commercial here. 1 second.
Sunday on
Coming back.
Fox.
One back.
One of the most patient guys in baseball. The patience has led to this breakout
Fly out
season
the
for the
strikeout.
24-year-old out of the Dominican Republic.
Trying to get to 60 likes. Hit that like button for him.
2-1 pitch. Pulled into left field.
There you
That's
go.
down for a base hit.
He's going to score a
Here
run.
comes Rivera. And it's Gerardo Perdomo getting Arizona on the board in the 8th.
3-1. Let's go.
Got enough of it. Broke his bat the first time and jammed him the second time. They broke it again. Wow. But he got in there and got enough of it to get a big base hit.
Mike Hazen, the general manager. And that D-backs dugout, which has watched this so many times this year. Their team has found a way to make some noise late.
Mound visit here for Chapman.
In a walk-off, and Rangers fans are saying, no, not this again. Capital One will donate $1,000 to the Jackie Robinson Foundation as part of the Capital One walk-off program. To date, Capital One has donated $750,000 plus to the foundation as part of this initiative. Another $1,000 in Game 1 when the Rangers won.
You're really starting to like Chapman now.
All right, so it's now a 3-1 game.
Oh, well.
Tying run at the plate. In the form of the franchise, it is Corbin Carroll representing the tying run.
Well, the bigger the game, the biggest the games. In Game 7, he came through with some unbelievable at-bats.
Torey Lovullo said that his ability to slow things down has been staggering. And if you ask Corbin, how do you do it? He says, well, I've practiced these moments
0 for 2 for Carroll walking the
1,000
third
times. Tying run at the plate in the 8th. Carroll fouls it off.
Well, as good of a situation that was brewing for Bruce Bochy and his bullpen covering the injured Max Scherzer, this one inning could undo as good as it's been, because you don't want to bring in your closer in this situation if you can avoid it, because there's so much more of the series. 3 games in a row for the bullpen.
Back over. Keeping him close.
Has stolen a base in both games in this series. Arizona has not tried a stolen base tonight. There's not had a whole lot of traffic.
You're silly, Pierce.
It's going to be hard for me to believe, short of a double play or better signs, that this might not be the last hitter.
Marte's on deck. Marte has homered against Chapman this year. Look at him hopping around over there.
Those guys cannot
the
stay still over
corner,
there.
and it's 1-2.
They're on base. That's awesome, though. That's what you teach kids to do. Keep moving.
Just in the nick of time again. The bottom of the order has created this little chaos here in the 8th.
13th pitch coming up for Chapman here.
Now, one swing away from tying the game.
Chapman's 1-2. Taken for ball 2.
100 mile an hour. Fastball high.
Corbin Carroll bursting with speed and pop and excitement. 23-year-old rookie
Let's go
in his
Big
first
Z.
World Series. Stays alive at 2-2.
His rookie
25 home runs
phenom.
this year. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. Runaway winner of it. It was his arrival that's jolted these Diamondbacks back into the picture. But who saw this coming? Who saw the World Series in his rookie year?
Still got gas. He does. You're right. Still has gas.
Eagles in America's
Come on,
Game of the
commercial.
Week, Sunday on
1 second, y'all. Be
Fox.
right there.
That was right in the heart of the play.
Struck him out. Chapman struck him out.
Seeing 100 and then seeing one kind of buckled him. This breaking ball, as you mentioned, in the zone, but caught him off guard, and he knew it right away. That ball looks like it's going to be in until it's not. Well, Bruce is going to roll the dice here and keep him in against Marte. You mentioned that home run he hit against him.
On the first pitch, smacks one on the ground. Seager
What
gets
a play. Seager. 6'4", 3. Oh, he got him. Unbelievable.
A double play, and Bruce Bochy
6'4",
can't help but
3.
crack a little smile there. Oh, the Aroldis Chapman experience is again a hairy one for the
6'4",
Rangers, but
3.
with some help from the middle infield. Out of this inning unscathed after the one-run crosses. 3-1 to the ninth.
It was close. That was close. We go to the ninth. 3-1. Rangers. D-backs get 1. Terry, let's go Rangers, Terry says. Turn 2. What a nice little double play, yeah. Little shovel to second, second to first, 6-4-3. Looked like a middle schooler taking that pitch. He did. Framed him, too. So, man, what a play. That one at strikeout, and then the double play gets him. So, we go to the ninth. D-backs down to the last 3 outs. Let's see if they can do it. But thank you guys for hitting it. We're 1 like away from 60. If you haven't hit the like button for us, we're trying to get to 60 likes. That's our goal tonight. 60 likes. Who will be our 60th like? We're trying here our hardest today. We're trying, y'all. Trying to bring you great content. Trying to bring you the best so you can actually listen to the game. I hope you guys have enjoyed it today. And the ones that have been back every game, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. This is our 3rd game since Friday. So Friday, Saturday, we did the race on Sunday. Did the game here tonight. Supposed to be a game tomorrow night and Wednesday. And then we're day off on Thursday and then Friday and then possibly Saturday. But we'll see how it goes. But keep your notification bells on so you know when we go live at any time. We got a lot more planned coming up here very soon. NHL hockey. We're going to take a little different turn for the channel since we've been doing baseball and NASCAR all season long. We're going to take a little turn and do what we normally do in the off season during our winter months. Some hockey and some college basketball and college football and some NFL. We might try a red zone show on Sundays after NASCAR is over. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bells. We've had a good run. So thank you so much, guys, for everything. Just waiting on in-game audio to come back, and we'll bring it back to you. But Evan Carter coming up, and then Garver, and then Heim for your Rangers in the ninth.
Well, the Diamondbacks did challenge the call, both at second and at first. Was confirmed. The double play stands, just the one-run crosses. On to the ninth inning we go, and how quickly things change, huh?
Yeah, 2 pitches in a span of 20 seconds. There's the slider that catches him for strike 3.
Frozen
and then here's
pizza.
the really unbelievable play right here. Ground ball that almost by Seager. Great backhand and great turn against a guy who can run. And that inning went from chaos to, you're right, Bochy maybe cracking a smile.
Isn't it amazing how quickly things shift in the postseason? I mean, here's an example of it within a game. But how about it in this series? At first it's like, oh no, how are the Diamondbacks going to bounce back? And then they do, and it's, oh no, how do the Rangers win with this offense that's so home run reliant? Well, now here we are in game 3, and the Rangers are in front 3-1, trying to take the lead in the series once again. Luis Frias is going to stay on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And pitch hit and run is the free official MLB skills competition for baseball and softball players ages 7 to 14. You can host a local competition next year and give the kids
My goodness. I don't know why it resets itself. 1 second, guys. We'll get it back to you in a second. Commercial.
Diamondbacks, he stays in at third. And as you look ahead to the bottom of the ninth inning, 3, 4, and 5, it's Moreno, Walker, and Pfaadt.
And I'll tell you what, this young man's role just went way up. They moved him in the batting order, of course, and he's come up with 2 hits. But, I mean, it would take, again, I don't like to assume, but let's just say that Garcia can't play tomorrow. And then you got to have Evan Carter be huge again.
Carter, after finishing the regular season on a tear, hitting
Carter's been
307
doing
in
good
3
today.
weeks in the
2 for
major
3
leagues.
today.
Has upped that in the postseason. His average is at 333. Playing this postseason in a rocking chair, it seems like.
Well, and that's what's so unusual, and you got to give the young man credit because he hasn't come out of himself, meaning he doesn't expand the zone. It's not something he says he practices all the time. But he's not eager to be the hero. And by not being eager to be the hero, he passes the baton on to the next guy in the order. And that's just incredible. 32%.
He's got a 4-pitch walk to open this ninth inning. So, you know, the injury to Garcia, you hope he can come back. Scherzer we saw leave with an injury. He would be lined up for potential Game 7. Now, if he does have to go on an injured list, they can activate another pitcher, but obviously anybody who you can activate wasn't good enough to be on this initial roster and is going to be a significant downgrade. So Rangers fans crossing their fingers that these injuries don't impact this significantly, although right now it doesn't look good. As Garber takes a strike, and we check in with Kenny.
Clubs in the postseason always keep pitchers around, keep them throwing just in case an injury happens. The Rangers have 2 righties, Grant Anderson and Matt Bush, and 2 lefties, Brock Burke and Jake Latz. Now, obviously, none of them is a starter, none of them is Scherzer.
Here's a deep drive to center field. Thomas is back at the wall. Alec Thomas.
What a catch by Alex Thomas.
It is a joy to watch him roam center field at Chase
What a
Field.
catch. Looked like Acuna out there.
What a play, and almost literally runs out of room. A couple years ago, this ball's way gone, and this ballpark's played a little bit smaller. The humidor has something to do with that. If you're not familiar with the humidor, that's where all the baseballs are kept at a perfect temperature to allow the elevation and everything to play neutral. And talking to some guys about center field, that's where the baseball goes to die now.
They just appealed here at second to see if perhaps Carter had crossed second and then not hit it on his way back to first, but the appeal is unsuccessful. Yeah, this place, John, was right behind Coors Field when it came to the way the ball would fly. And actually, I think Torey Lovullo may now ask for these guys to get together and challenge this.
Arizona is challenging the illegal touching at second base.
Well, the Rangers benefited from one of these
back.
calls in the championship series. Game 1, Jose Altuve failed to touch second on his way back to first, and the Rangers got the call there. This replay review is sponsored by Zoom. They burn up those challenges quickly as they get into the ninth inning.
Yeah, he touched
He
it.
never goes past it.
Right.
Yeah, yep. If you go past it, you have to touch it again.
You learn something from every series and every moment. We learned something about batting gloves not being tucked in. We saw that. We learned something from that play with Altuve where
The call is confirmed. The runner legally touched second base on the way back to first base. Arizona will lose their challenge. They have no challenges remaining in the
Clearly
game.
had his feet on the base.
You're fired up about that balk that wasn't a balk.
Need one
the other
more,
day
y'all.
with there's
One
actually
more
Frias who was on the
Yeah.
mound.
Yeah.
One more.
Fired it over there to Walker,
one
but he
person
stepped off.
hit that
Yeah.
like that.
All right, so Heim is the batter. Texas looking for some insurance here.
I am 0 for 3 tonight. 2 flyouts and a grounding.
That is a strike. And, hey, you think back to game one. Remember, Adolis Garcia made that great play in the top of the 9th inning to save insurance and set up their comeback. Arizona can hope that that play from Alec Thomas can keep them within range. And they can take advantage of it in the bottom of the 9th. They've got 3, 4, and 5 coming up. And one of the best comeback teams in baseball all year. Himes looking for his first hit of this World Series. Swings through this fastball, and he's in an 0-2 hole.
Electric fastball out of Frias. Boy, he is going downhill with that pitch.
Carter off first. 0-2 from Frias. After toss over there. That looks a little more like it on a pickoff throw from Frias.
Wow, a little pickoff throw.
You miss that bat, you only get 3.
The third one, you got to get him, or it's a balk, and the runner gets second automatically.
Just need a touchdown. That's all I need.
Pretty darn close there. Out of challenges, though. Bruce Bochy's out to talk with the home plate umpire and Alfonso Marquez. He perhaps is arguing that there already have been 2 disengagements.
0-2, 1 out here in the top of the 9th.
Off before the 2 throws.
Umpiring crew is going to get together here to discuss whatever it is Bruce Bochy brought to their attention.
He thinks that there was possibly a step off before the 2 pickoff moves. That would be the 3rd pickoff move, and they're asking the umpires to check that, and they decided no.
He still is out, and sometimes you'll see that being the green light for the runner.
So you can only throw it over twice. And on the 3rd time, if you do, you have to go to first, or he gets to go to second.
Seen him steal a few in this postseason.
The step off would have been on the appeal. So
Okay.
you doesn't count when you do an appeal.
Carter not going. Ball 1 on high. Texas trying to stay perfect on the road this postseason. Tied with the 19 Nationals, the 96 Yankees for the most road wins in one postseason. Already 8 of them.
He's in the chat.
Goes down on strikes. The team's ever won 9. They're 3 outs away from becoming the first. Tom, let's get you in on this discussion on Max Scherzer and the path forward for the Rangers if he's hurt.
Yeah, there's a lot of complications here, Joe. Number one, he's lined up for Game 7. There's not an extra day. He's pitched only 3 times on the 5th day in the second half of the season. He's thrown only 9 2/3 innings in the last 48 days. So you have that to think about. And remember, this is the only time in this series that teams will play 3 consecutive days. And they're already deep in their bullpen tonight. But, Joe, I'll leave it up to you to tell Max Scherzer that he's off the roster and not available for Game 7. I don't want it.
No, me either. I'll pass it on to Boach. That could be his job. New pitcher coming in, 3-1 in the 9th.
So Frias coming out, new pitcher going in. Going to face Nathaniel Lowe, who's 1 for 2, a run and a walk tonight for the Rangers. So top of the 9th, D-backs are down their last 3 outs in the bottom of the 9th. But the score is 3-1 Rangers. 3-1 Rangers. I'm watching the Monday night game too as well over here on my side. Trying to make sure golf does something here. Been more of a run night for the Lions than the throw night. Devontae Adams only 1 catch for 11 yards. Yay. What happened to Devontae Adams? He was doing so well. He wants out of Las Vegas. That's what he wants. All right, so let's do predictions here. Do the Rangers win this 3-1? Do the D-backs come back in the bottom of the 9th? They get the top of the order. They're in the top of the order. They got who we got? Let's see. Carol Marte. They got Moreno, Walker, Pham coming up. Moreno, Walker, and Pham coming up for the D-backs. So let's see what happens. Do the Rangers win this in the bottom of the ninth, or do the D-backs do a walk-off and hopefully not a tie game and go in extra innings? Rangers win 3-2. And the Rangers will be bringing in their closer for sure in the bottom of the ninth. So Chapman did the hold. He allowed that one run to score. D-backs walk-off, Lane says. Let me see your predictions. Rangers win 4-1. Good news is the Hawks came from behind to win. Terry, do you go watch Dixon Way for make sure you check it out, the Dixon Way, if you like the Atlanta Hawks. He does play-by-play. He's been doing it all season, so make sure you check out Dixon Way on his channel.
Well, Sofrank came out of the bullpen in game 2 and pitched decently well, at least encouraging enough where he's back out there here, because he'd been shaky in the championship series. He's kind of all over the place lately. He's in the zone there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, that's not the ideal strikeout to walk ratio you want, 2-8. So that'll improve over time, and certainly they're hoping it improves right
good
now.
deal, Terry. He's
He
really
just
good
made
at
his
all
big league
Atlanta
debut
sports.
in September. Ahead of low 1-2. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the ninth. Bouncing ball ricochets off.
Right off the pitcher.
Who's running, throws in time.
It hit him on the back.
It's 1-4-3. It's 3-1 to the bottom of the ninth. Fasten those seatbelts as Moreno, Walker, and Pham come up.
23-14 Lions. All right, y'all. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to On the Go with CeeLo. Thank you guys that have hung out with us for the last 3 hours. I appreciate you. You don't know how much. I mean, the chat's been fun. We've been talking, having a good time. And sometimes that's much more fun than just having a whole bunch of people in here talking like crazy. We just have certain individuals here hanging out and having fun too as well. But make sure you have your notifications on tomorrow. Look for the community section announcement. I will let you know what's going to happen tomorrow. But appreciate everybody here on the channel for everything you've done today. And we'll see what happens here. Bottom of the ninth, we're ready. Go Rangers, boo D-backs. There you go. So Moreno. It's Moreno, Christian Walker, and Tommy Pham, the red hot Tommy Pham. Should be interesting. Christian Walker. Still rooting for the Snakes. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome, Texas Repo. You are correct. Welcome. Well, thank you to all the members that signed up today. Thank you. Let's see. Edward subscribed. And who became a member today? Larry became a member today. Thank you, Larry, for become a member. You have access to all the emojis as well. But thank you, guys. I think we need one more member to get to an extra emoji. One more member to get to an extra emoji. Chad dropping the Rangers.
As the game has ever seen, passed away today at the age of 87. And Frank hit the last home run in Washington Senators history, and then the first home run in Texas Rangers history. So with the team when they made the move in 1972. And our thoughts and prayers are with Frank's family today. Back here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Game 3 of the World Series goes to the bottom of the ninth inning. It is 3-1 Texas, trying to take a 2-1 series advantage, and their closer, who has been awesome in this postseason, is on.
Yeah, and he's on for 1 inning. It looked like he was going to be needed for 2 innings. But the 1 inning that he pitches, the sliders, 1 for 14 opponents are on his slider.
That's pretty good.
It was the changeup that got him in trouble against the Astros in his 1 blip so far in the postseason.
Here's the winning pitcher in game 1 of this series. Pitched a scoreless 10th and 11th. Gabriel Moreno leads off and takes ball 1 from Leclerc.
Outside.
Last World Series game in this ballpark 22 years ago. Diamondbacks went into the bottom of the 9th inning trailing by a run against the great Mariano Rivera, who had converted 23 straight save opportunities. A few minutes later, they had won a World Series.
Oh, wow.
Wow. 2-0.
2-0. Look at that ball.
It's Tony Womack that tied it. Of course, it was Luis Gonzalez dropped it into center field to win it.
Wow.
On a 2-0 pitch. There's ball 3.
3-0. Darth Gator gifted a membership. Awesome. Thank you, Darth Gator, for the gifted membership. Allow gifts.
Strike 1. It was a walk that started the 9th inning of game 1 that led to the Seager game-tying homer.
Yeah, there's no need to throw a slider here. You throw a fastball
Honesty.
right down the middle and you live with
Gifted
whatever
membership.
happens. You
There you
must
go,
make him
Honesty.
swing.
Thanks for watching.
Wow.
It's a strike, and my
Strike!
goodness.
Oh, wow.
I guess it
Umpire
evens
gave
out
it back.
because he got a call that went his way for ball
Look
2.
at those balls and strikes.
Ball 4 was just called strike 2.
Wow.
And I'm surprised by both, right? I'm surprised by the slider call 3-1, up by 2, and then the call for a strike to get to strike 2.
Awesome.
Whew. Man, oh man. They're testing out a challenge
Matthew
system in the
got a
minors
gifted
and the
membership.
D-backs,
Thank
which
you,
they
Gator,
had it
for
right
those
now.
gifted memberships.
3-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Young's got it. 1 gone in the
1
9th
down.
instead of the leadoff walk.
And the reason I
Wow,
said you got
that
to
was
throw a
a
fastball right down the
100%
middle as a
turnaround
closer,
there.
when you come into the game, 1 run, a home run does nothing, but a walk does everything.
Thank you, Gator.
And we talked about the walks that have happened.
And Darth Gator
and one of
for
them
those
was a
memberships.
tight pitch on the corner
Gifted
that was called a
memberships.
ball,
Thank you.
and this one was well off the plate that was called a strike. So the hitter still had a chance. But it's psychologically, he knows he should be at first base, and he had to get ready to hit on a 3-2 pitch.
That is a massive out for Leclerc, regardless of who's coming up next. But when you consider it's their leading home run hitter, Christian Walker, even more so.
1 out here.
A strike on Walker, who has come
Right
to life the
down
last
Main
few
Street.
at-bats. Got a hit in the 9th inning of game 2. Started this game with a double. Just 1 home run in the postseason after
It's
he hit
random.
33 in the regular year.
Whoever's watching.
Cute foul, and it's 0-2.
Is it whoever's watching, or is it whoever's a
So the
subscriber?
unfortunate thing is they'll focus just on that one
But
and not
Honesty,
on the
thanks
other
for
one, right?
gifted,
Because the 3-1 pitch
thanks for hanging
goes
out
to
here.
ball 4, but the
And
1-0
Matthew,
pitch
now
goes
a
to
member.
2-0 too. So tough mentally on the hitter.
Oh, 2 on Christian Walker. Jose Leclerc comes home, and a fastball left up there.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
Arizona's hottest hitter, Tommy Pham, waits on deck. 1 out in the 9th
I got
inning.
that one
1-2
off there.
pitch. Walker takes
Fans
ball
of the Green
2.
Bay Packers, what's up, dude? Oh, he doesn't have it off. I'm about to turn it off. This umpire should be in prison.
Leclerc throws. And we'll do the
Foul
2-2
ball.
again. Diamondbacks in the top 5 in baseball. And comeback wins during the regular season. Half of their wins in the postseason have been the come from behind variety. The answer backs, they've called them. Down to their last 2 outs. Another 2-2 to Christian Walker. Chased for strike
he got
3
him.
and 2 gone in the
Stays
9th.
in the chat.
Well, this one had a lot more of the zone. I know it looks like it was never in the zone when you swing like that, but that ball was in the zone to the hitter's eyes.
K's in the chat there for you Ranger fans.
And
2
so
down.
Pfaadt trying to keep it alive.
As these Rangers down to their last, or the D-backs down to their last outs. 1 second as it resets.
Sunday on Fox.
You can keep it alive. Gurriel would have a shot.
Rangers got this knee shot.
Jose Leclerc.
Well, again,
I know he's all over the place,
and he's going to have to do something with the bat. Meaning, I got to throw strikes.
Yeah,
I'm going to attack him with that slider and fastball.
Pinpoint. Strike one.
D-backs down to the last 2 strikes.
Game, all bets are off then. You're just 1 swing away. But because it's a 2-run game, you attack him, and if he gets a hit, he gets a hit.
Pfaadt was 6 out of his last 7. Pops this one back. Out of play.
Arizona's down to their last strike.
Now on 0-2, you go for the kill shot. You're definitely trying to swing and miss them. Now you don't. With the count in your favor, you've got 2 pitches to mess around with.
The 0-2 is in the dirt.
Oh, ball.
Oh, the quick pitch there. Pfaadt didn't love it.
Hope this bum's behind the plate tomorrow. He is a beast.
Texas trying to stay perfect on the road this postseason. The 1-2 from Leclerc. Finishes off.
Struck him out.
2-3 now.
Congratulations, Rangers.
Texas turnaround here in Game 3. From losing 9-1 in Game 2 to winning 3-1 and retaking the lead in the series. Due to the game, John, with 1 big inning, they got 3 runs in the 3rd. That was all the offense they would need as the bullpen again becomes the story. 1 run over 5 innings in this game.
Yeah, it started with John Gray again, and John Gray set the tone. He gave him 2+ innings, and then Bruce Bochy was able to use high-leverage guys the rest of the way. The Texas Rangers now, I think, tied the Diamondbacks for the most crooked innings, run innings where that 3 spot was all they needed.
I said 5 is actually 6. And so in the 2 wins for the Rangers in this series, 12 1/3 from the bullpen and just 1 run. It's a bullpen that was supposed to be the biggest gap between the teams and the Diamondbacks' favorite. But it's a blown save in Game 1 that cost the Arizona bullpen. And it is the Rangers' pen that carries the load in the Game 1 and the Game 3 wins.
Yeah, and now what that does for Bruce Bochy, guarantees they go home, right? They had to win 1 game. They haven't lost on the road, but it also gives them the flexibility tomorrow with the guys he can choose to use, obviously not in a must-win situation, to reset everything for Game 5. So this win was bigger for Texas than the loss was for Arizona.
Let's go down to Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Marcus, you had the RBI single in the 3rd in front of Corey's home run. Pfaadt was tough tonight. What was the key against him?
Well, just battle, he's been hot. We've been watching him all playoffs, do what he's done. And we had to come through in big situations. We got the 2 outs and we were able to score. That's huge for us. That's what we need to do in big situations in the biggest games of our lives.
Gray, Spores, Chapman, Leclerc. What can you say about the performance of your bullpen tonight?
Well, great job by Max. I know it's tough. John Gray was huge. I faced him in the off days with the at-bats, and I knew he was going to be good. Spores has been unbelievable. Chapman's grinding. He's got great stuff, and Leclerc did what he did. It's nice to have Leclerc doing what he's done. We didn't have that in the middle of the year, and now we do.
Marcus, obviously you guys are pros. You're going to play through anything. But how difficult is it when you lose 2 players like Max Scherzer and Adolis Garcia in the middle of a game?
It's tough. We're a deep group. We'll see what happens with both of those guys. Adolis has been the heart and soul of our team. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but we're a deep group. We got some guys who haven't been playing who are really good players too.
Marcus, congratulations. Thank you very much. Joe, back to you.
All right, Kenny, 3 innings from Gray, then Spores, then Chapman, then Leclerc, all within an inning and a piece to bail out the Rangers on a day where Scherzer lasts just 3 innings. Rangers lead this World Series 2-1, and you know who's got it on the other side. It's the boys with the post-game show to recap it all and set up Game 4.
All right. Thank you guys so much for everything tonight. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for all the comments. We appreciate you. Texas Repo with the thumbs up. Josh says, Oh, awesome. Green Bay Packers. There you go. Thank you for that membership as well. John Gray wanted to say stay with the Rockies, but made it known that they had to trade him for basically nothing. Matthew says, Suzanne, aren't you a Dodgers fan? Cheering for those Arizona Diamondbacks. But thank you guys so much for everything. Bigger for Texas. Isn't everything bigger in Texas? As the Rangers take the lead. Thank you, Suzanne. Appreciate that. And appreciate everybody that new members tonight. Thank you guys. And the gifted memberships tonight too by Gator. Appreciate you. So the series is tied now at it's 2-1. Rangers have the lead now 2-1. Rangers take one in Diamondbacks home. Diamondbacks take one in their home. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Happy Halloween to every single one of y'all. But 3-1 is the score. And I hope you guys have a great night. Happy Halloween tomorrow, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure your notifications are on tomorrow. We'll see what we're going to do tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Good night.